he got to get drafted. Exactly. Now you got to get drafted.
I got it. You know,
come on.
I see what you're saying. There was no Jordan until Jordan actually got drafted. Until then, we had Magic Johnson. Right? That's all we had. Right?
Exactly.
All right. So who's Magic Johnson then? Well, fucking with Xbox, we're never gonna see Jordan.
They can have that. Why not?
The way Xbox is going, he's gonna end up playing baseball. He never made it to the NBA.
Oh man.
Oh shit. Hey yo, Craig.
Yo.
What's up, brother? It's been a while.
Hey.
How you been?
Yeah, I'm doing all right. Doing fine.
Doing good.
Just basking in the glory.
Oh man, your audio though. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, what's it still bad?
No, it's good now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I worked on it. Yeah, I had to download I had the wrong thing downloaded. Okay. I had a Discord phone app downloaded. So once I downloaded this new version, it gave me a bunch of filters to use. So then I got on the Pulse headset as well. So
you're using the Pulse headset right now?
Yeah, I'm using the Pulse.
Oh, that's actually how you connected it to you. You connected it to your phone?
No, it's connected to the PC. It connects direct.
You did direct cable?
Yeah, it's direct accessing. Yeah.
All right. Okay, then what's up? So what you been up to?
Yeah. Oh, this gaming got moved and got settled and got all the sound situated. So that's about it. It's relaxing now.
All right, that's what's up. Oh man, so I think other people would hop on later on and stuff like that, but I know we've been jibber jabbing for a little bit.
Well, so what's the podcast about tonight?
So we'll start out with Sony Acquisition. It's official. Housemarque, Bluepoint. It's official and stuff like that. That's pretty good. Some pretty good pickups. We're gonna talk about how Xbox first party dev is impressed with PS5 hardware. Staples is here to elaborate on that.
Mm-hmm.
I need an Xbox guy's opinion on why Xbox first parties are impressed with PS5 hardware. When it's RDNA 1.005, with only 36 CUs. We also got but I hope Optimus is here by the time we get to this topic. So Elder Scrolls 6 is in the design phase. A lot of people are making assumptions of how long the game's going to take. That's why I would like Optimus Code to be here, because he can give us a little bit idea of what that means. People are assuming 2027 nonsense. I'm like,
oh god,
that's what I'm saying. Everybody, I'm fair. Everybody's exaggerating, so maybe Optimus could give us a little bit more, realistic expectation. But I will say this: they are releasing a new IP, which I think I say is great. Because I'm always looking forward to new IPs, especially for new generation, by just another sequel. So I think that's great. So if Elder Scrolls does take a while, it shouldn't be bashed, because they're releasing Starfield next year, which is a new IP. So you know what I'm saying? You got to give them time. They're making new IPs. They're supporting the games that are still out, and so not too bad. What else? I guess apparently Grand Theft Auto 6 2027.
Yeah, I did see that too. I think it's gonna be closer to 2025.
That's crazy. That's wow. What can I do? I mean, like, whoa. Let's see what we got. What we got here? We're already in the chat. Ramon Terrell, what's going on? He says, "Sup, Rock? Let's go. We're gonna do it." And then what else? And then we're gonna talk about how I got verbally accosted simply because I didn't like Jeff Grubb's personal portrait. I found that weird. And I was like, I just made a tweet and I'm gonna put it up. I just be like, damn, these dudes out here saying, Game Pass is better than sex, and they loving some Jeff Grubb self-portrait. And next thing you know, people talking about my marriage and shit. I'm like, holy shit. The fuck?
Yeah, They lost me when I was. That's why I put up the booty water. They think Game Pass is more important than water. Like the booty water was like booty.
Staples still is Staples.
Look, I don't co-sign none of that.
Staples. I got verbally accosted. They're talking about my marriage just because I feel sex is better than Game Pass. Holy shit.
That's the dark side. That's the dark side.
Yo,
I can't speak for
and
you
I'm gonna
guys.
show you they contracted the Joker, so now she's after me. I don't know who this person is, but watch, she got like vampire teeth. Yo, I was like, this feels like fucking The Dark Knight. And these dudes hired somebody they don't fully understand. I don't think they realize what they did. This girl is nuts.
Well, they can. I said this morning on my podcast. Look, if I were them, that's what I would talk about Game Pass as well. They're doing it so that they think that's the future of gaming. It's not, but that's what they think. So they're going to say it. Since we get this, and they keep on making fun of $70 games, it just shows you how broke they are. I don't get it anymore. I mean, if they like it, there's an old saying in Puerto Rico, you probably heard this. If something that's understood doesn't need to be spoken about. So if Game Pass is that good, why do you all have to keep talking about it? You're talking about it because it's not that good. And talk about 30 FPS flight simulator game on your full RDNA 2 hardware, and I am going to be playing that game tomorrow on RDNA 1 at 60 frames per second. So that, for me, will be the end of the whole, their console is so powerful and things like that. When you can't even get 60 on your damn first-party IP, it's pathetic. So,
God damn, you're harsh. Staples!
Yo.
Hey, when people talk about Game Pass as the future, what do they mean by that? I need an Xbox to explain that to me.
I mean, they just think that it's a great value, man. And who's gonna turn down a good deal?
Oh, great value.
Really
I agree with that. I agree it is a great value. I agree that, you know what I'm saying? Like GameFly and all that, it's a great deal. You got a low price, got access to a lot of games. But what do they mean by the future? What does that mean? Like, is this how gaming's gonna be for, like, everybody's gonna do this now? Like, this is the way, like, it's like Mandalorian, this is the way?
Well, Nintendo will never do it, and PC will never do it for obvious reasons.
You know Nintendo ain't doing that shit.
So it's really just down to Xbox and PlayStation. Xbox, I mean, that's their future. It might not be everyone's future, but that's Xbox future. And some people, they look at Xbox as the top dog. So if whatever Xbox does, a lot of people follow, and so
whoa!
Who see Game Pass?
Whoa! You said Xbox is top dog? Hold up.
I said some people view Xbox as top dog.
Hold on.
They're not top dog right now. They will be though. They will be by the end of the gen.
I'm trying to make sure my headset. I think it broke. I heard Xbox is top dog. Wait. Hold up. This is the.
By the end of the gen, we'll have the same conversation. By the end of the gen, we'll have the same conversation. I think it's gonna be a good one. When all of these games have came out, I think it's gonna have a real good one on who's top dog in gaming.
Let me tell you something, man.
Right now, PlayStation got it. We'll talk again by the end of the gen.
I'm gonna say something, man. As a Knicks fan, I feel your pain. Like, don't
compare us to the Knicks.
Please. As a Knicks fan, listen, I get it. I'm a Knicks fan. Every year is a championship year for me. Next year, we taking the championship. Every year for me, the Knicks is this is the Knicks' year. Every year is like that for me. I get it, bro. I get it. I feel for you. I'm there with you, bro. Every year is a chance to win the finals. This is the year we're going to get that chip. I get it. You know what I'm saying? It hurts, but I get it.
Look, man, we'll have the same conversation by the end of the gen. But just know, Xbox will have some goatees.
You know what? I give props.
Personally guaranteed.
You are the first person. You are not. You know what? I gotta give B Staples. I gotta give him props. I gotta give you props. You are the first Xbox dude out there willing to say that. Like, I could never get anybody to admit that. Most of the time they be like, "Oh, it's not real. You know, it's fake award. Who cares?" No, you out there like, nah, we winning these goldies.
It matters. It matters, and Xbox will have goldies this gen. I could personally guarantee you that.
That's what I'm talking about. That's
Maybe
what I'm
60
talking.
frames.
You know, even if it doesn't happen, I can't. Even if it doesn't happen, I can't hate you on
Yes,
that.
they will be in 60 frames.
Because I'm not seeing that. I'm seeing Forza at 30. I'm seeing Flight Sim at 30, and the medium rare at 30.
They got.
I mean, give them some time.
They got performance mode.
I mean, that's fine.
Like us?
Oh, they got a performance mode.
Yeah, just like us.
Yeah,
You know?
but it's 1080, but it got no ray tracing. Isn't that what they keep telling me? I heard something about ray tracing is supposed to be better, and how's it better if they ain't even got it? So just
Craig,
give them some time.
Craig is Craig is crazy. Eventually they'll patch it in.
Well, that's fine. I mean, I'm not saying that they won't. I'm 30 frames per second. I'm sorry, it's not. I was told it wasn't next gen after that. That demo that Epic did last year. So I was told that 1440p 30 was not next gen. So, but have to wait and see. Like you said, give them some time.
All right. Hold on, let me save this. I gotta. Man, where's my thing at? All right, so.
Oh, did you?
What's up?
I was gonna say, did you get your trophy from Housemarque? Everybody out there in the chat, because Housemarque was bought today, Sony gave everybody a free trophy.
A trophy for what?
Just go and claim it for them getting that studio. So now everybody gets a free trophy.
Wait, they really did that?
Like you boot up, like in the game, like you bought. What does it say? Like Housemarque acquired?
It just says something about claim your trophy or something like that. It was like a Housemarque trophy.
How do you claim it?
Oh,
so for all you all who chase trophies, because they're not very difficult to get. I got one today playing Assassin's Creed for assassinating somebody. Like I'm supposed to be doing this, and they gave me a trophy. So but so all you all, because I think that's a big deal. Getting them doing that, helping people out. Well, yeah,
oh, okay, I guess. All right. So let's talk about since we're in there. Since we're talking about, let's talk about Housemarque. So it's official, and supposedly rumored is Bluepoint as well, because I guess Japan Studios or PlayStation Japan accidentally released a different banner that included Bluepoint, but the official is Housemarque is now part of PlayStation First Party Studios. I'll get both of your opinions on this one. We'll start it off. So we'll start with Craig. Craig, what do you think? Was it a surprise? Was it pretty obvious at this point? And what do you think the benefit overall for this?
I was not super surprised. It sounds like they've been talking to them. According to the article, shout out to I think I read it. I think it was PlayStation Bra. So shout out to the PlayStation Bra. He had I think they've been talking since last year on Zoom. So this has already kind of been in the works, and they've been working with Sony for over 20 years. So I wasn't shocked by it, but what I do believe it can help with is Housemarque getting the support it needs and being able to do bigger games. They released another article today saying that how they plan on doing bigger games. So yeah, congrats. Apparently Returnal, they really enjoyed it, and they being Sony. So yeah, kudos to them. They released that early. I mean, that was before my coffee was ready. That was coming across the ticker,
okay,
so to speak. So yeah, congratulations to Sony. I think it's a good, solid startup studio. It also kind of tells you how they're doing things, because I think Firestarter or Firewalker Studio and Haven Studio, it's almost the same thing. They're giving those studios money or backing those studios, and if they produce a good, solid product, they may make an offer, for those studios. So I have to wait and see. So hopefully Haven Studio and Firewalker Studio and stuff like that. Hopefully those studios deliver. And they may have said, if you all do X, Y, and Z well, we'll get first right to make an offer. So, but yeah, Housemarque making bigger, better games. And you can kind of tell Porter Rock because how they gave them access to that dev kit early,
Yeah.
you know. So I'm also looking for them to possibly purchase Ember Labs because those guys, Ember Labs is their background is in special effects and animation. So with Sony winning an Oscar for Into the Spider-Verse, I think that would be a good group, a good studio to buy for that, you know, and make games too. But I would like to see Kenna in long form, like a TV show almost, you know, maybe 30, 45-minute episodes. It's that type of animation. So, but yeah, that's my opinion on it.
Okay. Hey, B Staples.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good for the devs. They get that financial support. They don't have to like pitch games. You know, they get access to all the Sony first-party resources. I definitely think it's good for them, for both of them. I know Bluepoint, they deleted the tweet, but I'm just gonna assume it's confirmed. Like, I mean, come on. I think Housemarque will benefit more than Bluepoint. I'm still kind of iffy on Bluepoint. Like, don't get me wrong, Demon's Souls was good, but I don't want them to just be a remake studio. I think that's setting the bar low. Like, I think they should venture out and make their own game. I don't know if that's an unpopular opinion, but that's just how I feel on them. So I hope now that they are acquired, they get more resources, more money, whatever. They do set out to make their own AAA game instead of taking somebody else's and just putting current gen graphics on it. Now people like Metal Gear Solid remake, Silent Hill remake. I mean, I'll just let them make a new one. Like, I don't see what the issue is. So that's my opinion on it. Definitely good for PlayStation expanding first party. As an Xbox gamer, doesn't affect me. Me wasn't getting their games anyway, so you know, it is what it is.
You brought up a good point. Both of you do about the development. Like, I know some people, and you probably seen this. Have you seen people already trying to make this a comparison, or like PlayStation fights back? You know, because of Microsoft's Bethesda acquired, right?
Yeah,
I don't.
That's nonsense.
Yeah,
Be safe. Let me speak on this real quick. Yeah, which proves, and this take 10 seconds, that there are a lot of people in the PlayStation community that did not like the Bethesda purchase. Mm-hmm. If you are comparing these two, one has nothing to do with the other.
Yeah.
It's not even close. Yeah. But if you think it's that, then I mean, I heard a couple people saying Sony wasn't just going to sit around and let Microsoft do X, Y, and Z and stuff like that. So. It is what it is, but it just proves to those people. Anytime you're reacting, you're upset, and it doesn't matter what it's about. Like Bruce Lee said, best defense is great offense. So they're upset over the Bethesda deal, and they can no longer hide it. There's too much out there on you guys now. So just admit it. You don't like it, and and this is a good. Forget about everything else. Like B. Staple said, this is good for the developers. He made a great point about not having to pitch games. That's great, and it's good because that studio was struggling a few years ago. It was a struggling indie studio. So they were mad about that, and also I saw people in the Xbox community saying that this doesn't make up for the Bethesda purchase that Microsoft did. Again, one has nothing to do with the other.
Okay.
I agree with that.
Complete. You hit it. Let me hit up some super chat. Shout out to the Batosai. He says, I think Housemarque and Bluepoint Acquisition isn't great ammo against GP, even though I'm a Sony fan. I don't think it's meant to be ammo against GP. To be honest, I don't think Sony's doing anything to counter GP. And we could talk more about that later. But I think a lot of people are trying to pit Sony and Microsoft in a battle of GP and subscription services, but I don't think Sony is even bothering with that side of the house. I don't think they're going all in on that one. And then of course you got Optimus. He's saying appreciate your service, Rock. Thank you so much. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Is he in the Discord? Yes, he is, but he's muted. I'm glad you're so here, Optimus Code. Thank you for showing up. I don't know if you're ready. He's muted. You ready?
Let me. Yeah,
what's up?
Oh, Jay Breezy!
Yo.
What up, Optimus?
The best lisp in YouTube.
Yes, sir.
What up, Jay Barry?
Yo, I was playing Guilty Gear and I looked at the time. I was like, "Oh shit, I'm late."
Hey, when you playing on PlayStation, you never late. you have more important things to do. You're like, Puerto Rico, I was doing something more important. I'm like, you playing PlayStation or you fucking bitches? Both. My man. My man said both.
What's good with y'all, man? What's good with y'all?
Chilling, man. Chilling.
What up, man?
It's been good, man. It's good. Your favorite studio got bought?
Yes, sir, man. Yo, about time, man. About time, yo. You know what I mean? This is a long time coming.
Keep going. Preach. Let me get your thoughts on that. Housemarque. Certified.
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy, man, because it fits the mold. Right. You know what I mean? They put out great games for PlayStation. Okay. And PlayStation, I feel like Returnal was like the test, like, yo, all right, you're going to have a bigger budget. Let's see what you can do with this. They produced a great game. Even though, you know, people that's trash out, they be complaining. They produce a good... Look at P-Rock was almost there on that cuff. Yeah. P-Rock was like, I don't know about this one, man. And look, what we was telling P-Rock, yo, stick through it, P-Rock. You're going to learn it. It's going to be easy, bro.
But listen, in my defense, I was in the first biome for like 10 hours, and everybody's like, I platted the game. I'm like, what?
Bro, it don't matter, bro. It don't matter. Yo, P-Rock, tell me, when it clicked.
It clicked. It clicked. It just, you know,
Rock, you was just rusty, Rock. They had to whip you back in the shape, man.
It clicked. It took a long goddamn time. Like this dude, like Jay Bar was already, man, I'm looking for the sunstones. I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about? There's no sunstones.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, I played that joint on the 8th. Just let y'all know.
Shit, yeah, man. That game, I'm gonna be honest. I miss playing that game. Like, I want to play more of it. Like,
yeah, I hope they wish DLC for it too.
Yes, I was thinking about that. Listen, the game is fire, bro. Like, that's that. Now that I just finished, I platted Ratchet and Clank. One of the few games I ever plat. But I platted Ratchet and Clank. But I'm still like, yo, like, so far Returnal is my game of the year. Returnal is dope. Like, even reflect when you reflect on it, I was like, yo. And I see people. I even still get messages of people like, you know, dying or whatever. And I'm like, man, this game is badass. Like, Returnal is fucking badass. Hey,
it is. You know what I would like to see, because did you guys read the interview from like GQ?
No.
It was like, yo, now they have, you know, abundant of funds now, so they want them to make a bigger game than Returnal, like a bigger, more, you know, productive game. Yo, the thing is, I would love for them now, like, to give me that, you know, reso gun in 120 frames, like patch your stuff up. But I'm very excited to see what their next game is going to be about, man. Oh, yeah. I want to see what their next game is. Well,
they're saying they're doing nothing but big blockbuster games now. I read that interview that like their arcade shooters, that their arcade shooters, that formula wasn't working out for them too well. Not in terms of quality, I think business wise. I think it was because of business decision. I don't think they saw that keep making arcade shooters was sustainable for them. That they have to risk going for the bigger market.
Because people wasn't buying those games either.
Yeah,
they wasn't buying them like that.
Yeah, it wasn't a lot of big attraction, and obviously you're not gonna get big advertisement over those games either. So they wanted to assess that sight side.
Yo, they did try to test that BR stuff. I forgot the name of the game that they did, but they canceled it though.
Did they?
They canceled it
for this game, right? To make this game?
Nah, because they was doing a game. I forgot what it called. It was like a BR type game, and it was kind of trash, yo. It was kind of trash, yo. And they was like, nope, we're gonna cancel that. And then they went to do Returnal. And yo, you know what? I felt like PlayStation acquired them from last year, because that first showcasing, yo, I was watching my reaction. I was like, yo, Herman Host came out. He was like, yo, here's a game from first party studios on PlayStation Studios, right? And I was like, yo, Housemarque, yo, did they buy Housemarque? You know what I mean? And now the news is coming out, man. So, and in the interview, they was like, yeah, they were talking about this since last year. So,
okay. So yeah,
I'm pretty excited.
Three things I want to say real quick. I heard y'all talking about it earlier. Yeah. So number one, like Jay Barry said, this has probably been a long time, and they're probably just now making it public. And so, and they're just now announcing it, but that doesn't mean that the acquisition just now happened.
Kind of like Bethesda.
Really,
like Bethesda was like years in the making.
Yeah, but even with that, You're right, Rock. There was years in the making, but we knew exactly when the Bethesda purchase was finalized because it was very public. And I'm saying on this case,
that's true.
It could have been finalized well before now. They just didn't make it public because they're not in that game of like advertising that type of thing because they don't have a reason to.
I got it.
And then
just do it.
Oh, Cole, go back and watch that that showcase.
I know what you're talking about, and I remember a lot of the graphics that they had with the reveal sort of matched some of the special effects in Returnal too. I remember you said that earlier, Jay Bar, and I went back and looked.
Okay.
And then another thing I want to say, the second thing is, so I heard B Staples said, and Kid Smooth had a video earlier where he said the same thing, like it doesn't really affect Xbox gamers. And I'm not sure that that's true. I know that Microsoft has been in the acquisition business, and I know it would have been a major feather in their cap to like acquire Housemarque or somebody that had traditionally worked with a different platform holder. And I know that there was money being thrown around, and Xbox was certainly looking for specific types of gamers. And we do not know that if Sony hadn't done something like this, that like people have already said, the earlier hits or their earlier games received a lot of critical acclaim, but they didn't receive a lot of financial success. Yeah. And if they were struggling, like people openly admit, then that is an opportunity that is ripe for Microsoft or somebody else. It doesn't necessarily have to be Microsoft. I'm just saying, if they were for sale, if they were for sale, it's more than one person that is able to purchase them. Yeah. So don't be so quick to say that it doesn't affect Xbox, because it most certainly could have. And then the third thing, the final thing, when you are, even if you are a AAA studio and you part of like the Sony studios or Xbox, like Naughty Dog, for example, whoever, you don't get to just make a game with you. So like the idea that you don't have to pitch games anymore, that's not true. Actually, you still have to pitch games. And if y'all remember, the pitch for Days Gone 2 was rejected. So it's not like you just make whatever game you want because you're a third-party studio now. You still have to work with your publisher and your owners, and you have to make sure that the games that you're coming up with matches the lineup and all of this stuff. There's a lot of coordination. It's not like you just do what you want to do.
Yeah.
Okay. They'll get the financial backing of approved projects.
And I was going to say, do you think them working, according to the article, for over 20 years, do you think that will kind of help with the coordination because they kind of know?
Oh, absolutely.
It's going to ebb and flow. Okay. All right.
Absolutely. I'm just saying, like, now that they have been bought, it's not like they just do whatever they want. They're still owned by Sony.
Yeah.
And I don't know how much of this I should say, but like, so it is not uncommon for Sony to work with a studio over 10, 15 years, develop the relationship, and then make the acquisition after a certain amount of time. And that's a lot of stuff what happens with XDev. They get people in the XDev program and they work with them and they build a relationship, and then they acquire them over time. And that's more what like Herman Hulse was saying, where they not just throwing money around or whatever. It's like they are building these relationships and chemistry and seeing if it's going to work out and are we aligned. So like what you said, Craig, there are really no unanswered questions for them. Like, how is this going to work? How's the chemistry? Like when Microsoft bought Bethesda, there are a lot of unanswered questions. How is this going to work? How is that going to work? So on and so forth. So that stuff is being figured out now. However, with something like this, where you've had a partnership for 15 or 20 years, you sort of understand that y'all already work well together. And that does play a big role. Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Okay. I do want to point out, so like we were in the middle of the conversation of people trying to compare this with Bethesda. Shout out though, I want to say shout out to Savage King 30. He said, "What's good, P-Rock? What's good, everyone? Much love." No doubt, bro.
What up,
man? Thank you for rocking, coming through. Appreciate everybody in the chat coming through. I hope you enjoy what's we talking about so far. And if you don't mind, hit the like button. We'll truly appreciate it. But of course, naturally, to God bless the console war. absolutely love it. You know, it's the only reason to be on Twitter, to be honest. So they're pitting this as like Sony answers back to Bethesda. But I'll be honest, I don't see the two even in relation at all. Like, I didn't see Microsoft's purchase of Bethesda as we're going to get back at Sony, or we're going to do something to stop Sony. And I don't see Sony making these decisions to buy, these studios as like, oh my God, but Xbox bought Bethesda. Like, Microsoft Bethesda, I see that strictly they addressed a very, very well-known, and maybe some people don't want to admit it, but it's a very obvious weak point, which was Microsoft first party before Bethesda wasn't really that strong. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it really came down to
Halo, Gears, and Forza.
Not even. I think it really came down to Forza and Forza Horizon. I think it really came down to Playground and Turn 10, because those were the only two that actually, and I would mostly say Turn 10, because when you look at the studios that was there from Xbox from the beginning, right, like from the very start, one, they're one of the few studios that are still there, because 343 and Coalition.
What studio you said?
Yeah, Turn 10. Because 343 wasn't there from the beginning. Sure, there may be some members, but it was Bungie that was there from the start.
Right.
Epic was there from the start.
People from Bungie formed 343.
Yeah, but there was a lot of major players that left, right? So that whole dynamic changed, right?
Yeah, because they went to Activision.
Yeah, so there's a lot of and there was a whole lot of dynamic changing, right? But the studio that's been there from the inception and the culture that's been there, untouched. I mean, there's probably people who left and came and gone, but overall was Turn 10, and you can see that because they still making quality sim racers, right? And they're the ones that progress gen over gen, and they just gotten better and better. And then when they splintered off, and you got Playground with Horizon, that took the racing thing even further. It made it even more popular for the people who didn't like sim racers and they like more arcade. It just even involved more people. So while this segment of Xbox, the racer, is growing, Halo and Gears been receiving a lot of criticisms. You didn't do this. Oh my God, you ruined it. Gears. Oh my God. They've been getting good games in its own right, but clearly right now they're not in the same position they were a few years ago. When it was Gears 3 and Halo 3, when they were at the pillar and at the peak of their franchises, right? So clearly, and then Microsoft bought, Ninja Theory, Compulsion Games, and a few studios. And while that adds volume and quantity, it still didn't address the quality. It didn't address, okay, but who's your Game of the Year studio? Who's going to be that studio?
Ninja Theory is... They have got some quality on their belt.
They got quality, but nobody really wants to play the games. Let's all be honest.
Fair enough.
You also on my rant, and my rant was against PlayStation Nation. We talk all that shit, and the game only sold like 150K. I was like, what the fuck?
I remember,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. That's a very good point.
So everybody's still
Hellblade was a difficult sell though, but yeah, PlayStation should have supported that a little bit more.
You know what I'm saying? I'll be honest. I clearly remember. I bought the game day one. I had it pre-ordered, right? But the day it was released, you know how you go on PSN, and this was during the PlayStation 4, they usually have like a featured game article. Like, you go onto the PSN store, and it shows featured game, and you see a game. It wasn't Hellblade. It was Call of Duty. I specifically remember that day it launched, and it pissed me off. I'm like, yo, Hellblade is out today, and you couldn't at least put Hellblade as the featured game for the day. You put Call of Duty, and it's August. Like, the game is like 9 months old. Like
they probably knew about the acquisition. That's why they was like, yo, we promote it. Right?
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, this is crazy. Like, yo, this game is out today, and like you wouldn't know it unless you absolutely follow the game. You wouldn't know it. That's bullshit.
That's a good point, and that is another example because Ninja Theory, at least in their recent run, was traditionally making games for PlayStation, and Xbox came and scooped them up. So that same thing could have happened with Housemarque. It's a mistake to think that because they were working with PlayStation that they can't become an Xbox studio.
Yeah,
it's true.
Yes,
I agree.
But I remember that, right? So anyway, so Microsoft clearly addressed a big issue, which is we need a name. We need somebody to really give Microsoft first party that oomph, and Bethesda did that, right?
I think Obsidian will do it too, but they kind of working at their own pace.
Obsidian makes good games, but the name isn't like Bethesda. Like because of Fallout and Elder Scrolls Online. I mean, they kind of screwed up with 76.
I agree with you. But
overall,
Fallout 3, New Vegas, like Obsidian,
it was good. Yeah, it was dope. But you saw and Microsoft's so smart that they associated their event with Bethesda's name. It's the first time I ever seen E3 where Xbox shared the name with a studio developer or publisher. That's why it was called the Xbox Bethesda Showcase.
Like Bethesda is not going under Xbox; it's still going to remain Bethesda.
Yeah, so that's impressive. And it's a smart move, to be honest.
I agree. Because that name has been built up over decades.
That name is built.
Yeah.
So Microsoft Phil Spencer addressed why he addressed. Sony, on the other hand, I think they're going a different route, which is let's not go after people who are already big in name and we can work, multi-plat deals, whatever. Let's go after studios that are trying to, grow and be nurtured and give them the financial backing, and hopefully they could produce new studios. Like, they bought Housemarque. Assumption is they bought New Bluepoint. They have a deal with Haven Studios, which is Jade Raymond's studio. And they got the two other studios, one of them from the Call of Duty devs.
She's fine. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask a question, right?
Caveat there. Yeah.
Let me ask a question.
Hold on, let me do the super chat. Let me do the super chat real quick. Neo Eyes, thank you for the super chat. Housemarque, being Finnish studio means Sony gets to mine the talent from Finland too, and devs could potentially be shifted to other studios too. I mean, like every region, if you could get a major or good developer in any region, right? And let's say a region is remote, right? Not well known, except for this one studio. Let's say, for example, Housemarque, right? You're right, because every region could have breakout developers that are ready to bring new ideas to gaming. So I think it's like I just learned Sony has a studio in Taiwan or something. Like, I saw a post for Taiwan. I'm like, wait a minute, we got somebody in Taiwan. I'm like, what the fuck? But, so, yeah, I can see what you're talking about. Try to bring as much as the globe and see what talent is out there. You know what I'm saying? So, I get that. Good. Thank you for the super chat. Now, go ahead, B. Staples, what you were going to ask?
I want to ask y'all, so do you guys see Bluepoint as just a remake studio? Because that's what a lot of people see them as. Like, they want them to make a new Metal Gear or Silent Hill and Legend of Dragoon, all these remakes. And as I said, I want them to not do remakes. I want them to make something original. So what is you guys' opinion on that?
We'll start with Jay Barry.
I mean, I would like them to make something original too, but they are probably the best in their craft when it comes to like remaking games. And I ain't been gonna lie to you, man. Being selfish, there's some games that I would love to see them remake. You know what I mean? But yeah. Eventually, I would love to see them, make their own IP and see what they can do. And I think if they are purchased, like if the rumor or whatnot is true, I do think PlayStation will give them that, the freedom to do that stuff. So we'll just gotta wait and see, I guess, But really and truly, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know what I mean? They are good at these remakes, so I can list a whole bunch of games I would love to see remade, man. So we'll see, man. Mm-hmm. But I agree.
Yeah. Craig,
I agree. Yeah.
So Craig,
I agree 100% with Jay Barry said. I would love. Well, first things first. Is back the truck into the house. We don't even know if they got them yet. I think they do. Shout out to Cryptid Viper. She was in my chat today. She made a very. I'm bullish that they do have them, but I'm always going to wait. But I agree 100% with what Jay Barry said. That they. I would love to see them remake some games, but I also would like to see them get a crack at the nut, so to speak. Or, they are the best at their craft. You the 6th man of the year, you coming off the bench. So, you can be Lou Williams, be 6th man of the year. But, I'd like to see them get a crack at something new. But like Cole was saying, they may have pitched different things already, and Sony has said no. But it doesn't mean they have either. So just have to wait and see. But I like to see them get a crack at the nut.
Okay, all right. Optimus.
Yo, couple of things. So one, I don't think those things are mutually exclusive. If Sony did buy them and they can grow, they can do remakes and they can make original IPs like both at the same time. Okay. It's not like they only have to do one or the other of those. Okay. All right. That being said, like I don't have a preference either way. Honestly, it's like I want game developers to make whatever they are passionate about making, that they think they will do their best work. So I think there's plenty of new IPs. Sony has already gone on the record saying they've got over 25 games in development, over half as new IPs. So I don't think there's going to be no shortage of new IPs. I just want them to be excellent. I would expect greatness. And if Bluepoint is giving me remakes or new games, new IPs, I don't care. And whatever they do is fine with me.
Okay. All right. Now, for me to answer your question, so I agree with Optimus, everybody, and especially with Optimus when he said that. Ultimately, if the developer wants to do a new IP, they should be given that chance, right? Because if they're not, then that's where developers be like, then do I need to be here? You know, should I move on to greener pastures? You know, move on, you know, and you don't want that type of environment, right? You don't want developers to feel they're stifled, right? At least from a creator. I mean, there's one thing to say, nah, we don't like this IP, think of something else, think of something bigger, but then there's something else where it says, yeah, you ain't doing a new IP at all, this is the only thing you're ever going to do. That could get, you know, especially some of the seasoned developers, you know, feel some type of way and they might move on. So, yeah, you might have Housemarque, the name, but you ain't got the people that made it Housemarque, if you know what I mean, right? Like those people left, and now you got all these new people taking up the name, but they're not really Housemarque. So you really don't want
Rare.
Yeah, like Rare, right? Like Microsoft bought Rare, but it's not really Rare. It's not them. It's a whole new crew that just assumed the name, right? You know, it's like Tim. It's like you know, it's like Dick Grayson wearing the Batman suit. Yeah, it's Batman. It's Batman. You see the suit, but it's not Bruce Wayne Batman. You know, it's not him. You know what I mean? So it's like that scenario. It's Dick Grayson, and yeah, he's doing good, but you know something's off. It's like something's off with this Batman. Even like the criminals know. Like, wait a minute, something's off with this dude. Like, are you Batman? Like, you know, Jay Barry knows what I'm talking about because he's seen those. Like, the criminals they know when he's not really Batman. They're like, wait a minute, you're not Batman.
Like, yo, you ain't break my leg. What's going on?
Like, what? Like, who are you? like Batman, you know, they'd be like, wait, you still asking me? And like, what? You know, but anyway. So, yeah, I'm with that. But at the same time, I see the fever for remakes, right? Because at the time, you know, PlayStation 1 games, especially when it comes to PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2 games, they did what they could do. As far as game design and the tech and the smoothness, whatever. I mean, even something like Demon's Souls, which was on the PS3. When you play Demon's Souls Remake, it's like, holy shit, man. It's far above what that game was on the PlayStation 3. In terms of animation, physics, and stuff. Even like the design, right? And some people want...
Right, it wasn't even close.
It's not, man. Like, yo, it's like, yo, it is light years beyond in almost every way, right? And that's on the PlayStation 3. If you remake a PlayStation 1 game, like, god damn, I can only imagine, you know what I'm saying? And people would like to see, like, you know, think of, like, look at it this way, B. Staples. Think of a favorite game. Like, hey, Staples, think of, what was the oldest console you ever played? Like, what were one of the first consoles?
I remember playing the Genesis.
Genesis, okay. Genesis, that might be too old.
You ain't had no Genesis, man. You like 21, bro.
I had a Genesis. That was the oldest in my household.
Hey, that dude had the Genesis when it was re-released.
He Staples barely got any bass in his voice on my Genesis.
he got the re-release. All right, so let's say like PlayStation. You play PlayStation 1 or N64?
Yeah.
Name a game that's like one of your favorites on those consoles. Like on whether it's N64 or PS1. Think of a game.
N64, Super Mario 64 got to be number one. Right. PS1.
All right, B Staples, your respect just went through the roof. All right, you got a lot of cool points off that one, player.
64. That's a goat. Right,
that's classic. That's classic.
What else?
PS1. Probably Twisted Metal. I really like Twisted Metal. I don't know if a lot of people like that series.
Okay.
I miss that
okay,
series.
so let's take Twisted Metal. We'll use Twisted Metal. Now imagine Twisted Metal, right? Built from the ground up on PlayStation 5 hardware, or the chicken weather's like, on the hardware we have now, right? Right? With all the advances, the physics, ray tracing, controls, rumble, right? Because PS1 rumble was garbage. Right? It was, wasn't even worth talking about. I mean, it was alright when I was there. You understand what I'm saying? Think of all the things PlayStation 1 wasn't able to do, right? When they made that game. And now Bluepoint has all this technology and advances in everything. From the physics, the animations. Yo, imagine playing Twisted Metal in the fucking vehicle, excuse my language, and the vehicles look like the shit you see in Gran Turismo. And the destruction, the explosions, and the impact. Like, you wouldn't want to play a built from the ground up Twisted Metal. Oh, and here's another thing. Online multiplayer. You ain't had that on PS1, dog. You had your boys in your house, in the couch. I remember PS1 didn't have online, dog. You had your peoples. You know what I'm saying? And your mama was like, hey, your best friend gotta go. He ain't sleeping over. I ain't cooking dinner for him. You know what I'm saying? You telling me you want Bluepoint to take a stab at Twisted Metal all over again. Built from the ground up, though. And add multiplayer and co-op and just boom.
Just look at their quality work, bro. Look what they did with Shadow of the Colossus. Yeah. Look what they did with Nathan Drake collection. That was Bluepoint that did all that, bro. That was clean as hell.
I'm saying you wouldn't want Twisted Metal remake.
No, I would welcome it. Like, of course I would buy it. I'm just saying, like,
he's holding back. As soon as you log off, he'll be like, yo, as soon as you log off, he'll be
I think that their ceiling
he'll buy that shit.
Is higher than that.
Oh, yeah.
That's just what I think. Like, I think that they should strive for bigger and better things than.
To that point,
my opinion.
Let me ask you this.
That's a good opinion. But like, if you realize, like, the coalition. There was some conversation going on Twitter. I was part of it where, like, the coalition should be given an opportunity to make something other than Gears. Like, the talent in that studio, what could they make?
Yeah, I'm up to that notion the way.
But then, a lot of people are like, well, no, they were custom built to make Gears and nothing else, blah, blah, blah.
And there's no such thing, right?
Now you see. Right, and now you see that, okay, well, it's going to be a while before they work on Gears. They working on a different title. And it's exactly the reason you said, right? What you want is you don't want developers to feel trapped, like they can't express their creative freedom. Like, let them choose what makes them happy. Let them make what they're going to be passionate about. And I don't think it should be locked in either way. It shouldn't be forced to make a remake or forced to make an original IP. It's... Man, let the devs do what the devs do, and then let us enjoy it.
Now, I will say this. Staples did say, set the bar higher, but I'll be honest. A Metal Gear Solid remake, there's very few new IPs I could think of that can beat out somebody wanting a Metal Gear Solid 1 remake.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what new IP you would make that would trump. Excuse my language. That would trump a Metal Gear Solid 1 remake. I think if that don't say Mass Effect, I swear to God.
No. I can name three. One is Parasite Eve.
No, hell no.
Some people, but it ain't gonna be
Tenchu.
Tenchu?
No, Tenchu would be nice, but
not. We're talking. All right, Craig.
And Siphon Filter.
Craig.
Those three right there.
They are not big. They will not trump Metal Gear Solid 1.
Yeah,
no. Those games don't even trump Metal Gear Solid 1 when they were brand new. We're talking about Metal Gear Solid 1 here.
Parasite Eve, I would love to have it, but it's not even in the same category.
I would absolutely love a remake.
It's not even
especially close. Like it's based in New York. They can actually do a real true open world. Like that game would benefit from a remake because while the game was like a big city, you really couldn't move around in it because again limitations, right? But now that we have open world games out the yin yang, right? That game, no. Parasite Eve.
Oh, all right. Yeah, like I said,
that game will definitely belt that game. But
touch Metal Gear, not even close.
I think you need to do like Hello Remake and shit like that, or N64.
I mean, Siphon Filter would get close, but it still is not going to touch Metal Gear. The only remake that they could do that would even, and I'm not even sure it would beat Metal Gear, but it would be in this conversation at least, would be Splinter Cell. And like other than them, nothing else from the past is gonna have that same.
I don't think nothing gonna beat Metal Gear Solid, the original. So, but I would love to see that or Legend of Dragoon, because PlayStation.
Oh, but it's
you saying something now.
Yeah, but Metal Gear,
that game is huge, man.
Metal Gear Solid was huge, bro. That first game, I love that game.
PS1, man, that shit was huge. I mean, the only other, I can think of one game, and maybe you guys could agree. You think Soul Reaver? Soul Reaver was big. Soul Reaver. Look at B Staples. He's like, yeah. Give me that. He's like, yeah, I want that. Yeah, give me the Tims right there. Give me that right there, son. I want that. Yeah, B Staples. Soul Reaver.
Depends on the game. Yeah, I think it just depends on the game for me.
So but you heard Soul Reaver, you're like, wait a minute. I could fucks with Soul Reaver.
Yeah, because I fuck with but a game like Silent Hill, I didn't even play those, bro. Like, I have no history with that franchise, so I don't really care about it. I mean, I buy the game if they make it, but like, I'm not gonna.
But Soul Reaver, Soul Reaver.
Yeah. They gotta make that. Hell yeah. What I'm talking
about? Yo, B Stable's like, yeah, he's up in Bluepoint's DMs. Soul Reaver.
Nah, Parasite Eve with ray tracing. When you use your liberation skill with ray tracing, 60 frames a second.
Hey, Craig.
You gotta take it.
Craig, you don't think that Ghost of Tsushima is already a replacement for Tenchu?
That's a good.
It was very close. Very close. I mean, I got no beef with Ghost of Tsushima, but Tenchu was.
It was. Yes.
Tenchu's tough.
It was ahead of its time, for sure.
Tenchu. But yeah, Parasite Eve would be awesome. Parasite Eve will be a true open world. I can't even... That game will definitely benefit from remake in every way. I could see so much improvement. My God. It will be a completely different game, I think, at that point. But I think also Metal Gear Solid 1 will be huge and Soul Reaver. And that's what, and I think that's the point, Staples. There's some games that if given the ability to be remade from the ground up, not just resolution boosts or anything, like built from the ground up with today's technology, there could be some impressive games that truly you could look back and be like, man, this game was held back. Like, the vision of this game could have been so much more, but at the time, you could do what you can only do, right? With what the technology got. Shout out to Stir Crazy. He says, I would like a Jack and Daxter trilogy remake from Naughty Dog.
Cool.
Okay. You know what I'm saying?
That's good too.
Not bad. All Time Camp. My man said, what made those classics be classic is that when they dropped, they were fresh, new ideas. Remakes are cool, but I'd rather have new classic IPs. I mean, we're always going to get the new IPs, right? That like he said, 25 new games. 25 games in production. Half of them are new IPs, so you're always going to get new IPs, right? But I think there's certain games that deserve a refresh. Because I think some of these games were ahead of their time, to be honest. Like, some games, like the ambition and what they had, was ahead of its time and stuff. And I think, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, I think Parasite Eve, now that, it ain't going to be bigger than Metal Gear Solid 1, but I remember playing, Parasite Eve, and it was pretty cool that it was like, you're in New York, but you're just spinning the map around, selecting points. Yeah. Right? So, but the concept of open world didn't exist at that time. So you didn't know.
That's true.
Right? But now that we know open world, imagine a city just as dense and beautiful looking like Spider-Man. Obviously not a replica because, you want it to have its own vibe. But you have this New York City and now you're actually just moving within it. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah. But they could move it though. They could, but because you're right, Spider-Man, they really do.
They did a great job replicating New York. Yeah.
Yeah. But maybe move it to San Francisco. Open world. You got the islands. You could have something happening on Alcatraz.
Good point. Good point.
I mean, I think that would trump Metal Gear. Nothing. Or LA, something like that. But yeah, I would like to see San Francisco with the draw distances. Mm-hmm. The sunsets. With the technology they got now. Yeah, fog at the coves. Yeah, so you can do everything but taste the fish. The fresh fish coming off the tree. So yeah. But yeah, I got what you're saying though. But yeah, I agree if that maybe move it. But yeah, if Bluepoint did a remake, I don't think they would do that one. But it would be that. We're kind of going back to that. But I agree with Code. They could. If they get Bluepoint, they add some more chefs in that kitchen. and they just let a couple teams do what they do best.
Okay.
So.
All right, let's move on to the next topic. All right, and this is B Staples' personal favorite. Xbox first-party dev, described the PlayStation 5 as a breath of fresh air when they were making game for it. Oh. Yeah, man. Xbox first party once again giving props to PlayStation. They're such a good company, man. They're really for the gamer. But to read the article, B Staples right now, he's like Puerto Rock when I see you in the streets. Now, really, all right. The joke is Deathloop dev says, Deathloop dev says level ambition not possible if not for next gen PS5, a breath of fresh air. Article says, it seems that moving on to next gen is proving to be very beneficial for Deathloop developer Arcane Studios as they discuss PS5 development along with revealing new details around their upcoming game. In the latest issue of Play Magazine, Arcane Studios discusses some of the benefits of moving on to next gen platforms, citing that they believe the level of ambition they have for Deathloop would have not been possible were it developed on last gen, PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. So yeah, I kept it real, B Staples. Right? You happy so far?
Yep. Thank you for that.
Okay, I keep it real. But hey, I could have sworn all you had to do was just scale down though. So I don't think Arcane's familiar. I think I need to connect them with some of the Twitter developers. Right? Like Optimus, all you gotta do is just scale down. So what? I'm gonna get Arcane Studios and I'm gonna linking up with some of these Twitter developers. Like the dude who wants to beat up everybody in the MMA cage. I'm gonna link him up and let him know, hey, he says you just gotta scale down. So just don't. He says, I don't think we would have been able to preserve the level of ambition of this game, were it not for the move to next gen, said game director Dinga Bakaba. He goes on to add that the PS5 has allowed them to create a world bigger and more denser than the one found in Dishonored 2. And how the console feels like a breath of fresh air from the development side of things, citing having to cut content from previous projects. It's always heartbreaking when you have to get to the end of a project and you have to optimize things, and now you have to cut your map in half and have to justify why it's in two parts. Interesting, right? Hardware holding back developer vision. But hey, Optimus, is that common? Like you're almost optimizing the game and you realize, oh shit. Like does that ever happen to you, or you heard of that? Like you're making a game and now you're in optimization phase and you realize, wait a minute, this shit ain't gonna work. Like has that ever happened to you, or any stories you heard or something like that?
When we was building our game, that absolutely happened. And that stuff happens all the time to everybody. That's
really,
man, also it's ridiculous looking at these people talk this trash. They have no idea what they're talking about.
Really?
None.
Oh, so like you give us a sample, or you're allowed to talk about one scenario? Like give us a little flashback in time?
I mean, our game is old, so I can easily talk about like our game as much as I want to. Okay. But yeah, so we was actually one of the first big open world games. I'm gonna talk about it a little bit more on the channel.
Okay.
And we had a couple of publishers, courting us to publish the game and whatnot. And so one of the things that we had wanted was like this we wanted a living city, and we wanted like all of these little patrolmen around, which I was responsible for the AI. And so we had came up with all these little mechanisms with strategies and AI working together, and they could traverse the world and could follow you, and everything was logical. And it was all great on paper, and like even with our prototype, it was all great. But once we actually got into it, there was no way we was gonna have 40 and 50 of them dudes like operating together. And no matter what we did, it just was not gonna happen. And so of course we had to scale that back to something way more manageable. And then of course we did different little tricks, and they do that stuff like right now, to this very day. They even did it in Returnal. I was a little bit surprised. I actually reached out to them about it. I haven't got a response back. I was a little surprised because I noticed that a lot of the enemies come at you in waves. Like they'll put 6-7 dudes on the screen at you at a time, and then once you kill off that wave, here comes the next wave. When on the next gen system, there really shouldn't be a need for that. They should be able to have all of those on there at the same time, creating like this really hectic
instead
battle.
Of waves.
Yeah, because the reason that a lot of developers do waves is because there is a finite limit on the AI and the processing that you can do per AI that you introduce. Okay. And so you have to cap it. And then once you clear that out, then we can bring in a fresh new set. Like Spider-Man, you have to fight in waves or whatever. It's because the console just can't handle all of them at once. Anyway, but now with this next generation, you should be able to. So yeah, there's always compromises like that.
A quick question. Now, maybe could it be because of the way Returnal is? It's more of a control mechanism. They don't want the game to be too chaotic. It was a design choice.
Yeah, it was a design choice. Like I said, I reached out. I haven't got anything back from them, but I have talked to, let's just say, some other people that are familiar with the project. Okay. And it was a design choice with the bullet hell and the stuff that they're doing. They couldn't have too much of that because chaos. The bullet hell is meant to be like a puzzle, and there has to be a solution to the puzzle for the player. And if you get too much of that, it's too hard for them to control and make sure that there's always a solution to the puzzle.
Yeah, because if you got bullets everywhere, it's just the answer is you're just gonna get hit. Like this isn't Dark Souls, bro. Like what are we doing? Like just die. That's the solution.
Yeah, just get hit. That is the solution. We all out here looking like kids smooth.
All right, shit. All right, and it says other information on Deathloop can be found in summary below. No non-lethal takedowns, so everybody gotta die. Havoc ability allows code to absorb incoming damage that can be sent back. Ether ability makes you invisible. Shift ability allows you to teleport. Very comparable to Corvo abilities in Dishonored. Carnage ability allows you to top throw Eternalist around. Nexus ability allows you to link enemies together. Nexus and Carnage can be paired together. Reprise ability described as a game changer and gives Cope breathing room during loops. Loadouts can be customized with buffs such as double jumping. Hacker Majig, a device that seizes turrets and other things. Each new run you can spend currency known as Residum to buy weapons. Residum is the only currency in the game. The team rewards players for style, playing creatively, or playing cautiously. Character rewards are all randomized, so your hours put into a character will be different to someone else. Multiplayer mode is how you unlock unique cosmetics. Each costume expresses one element of the personality of Colt or Juliana, or one aspect of the theme on that island. Deathloop is scheduled to release September 14th for both PC and as a time exclusive for the PS5. No details on Xbox Series release has been given yet. Okay, so I know J Bar, you getting this game. I think you already have it pre-ordered, don't you?
Yeah, I had it pre-ordered, but it got canceled because it got delayed.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't respond. Okay. So they automatically refund you.
Oh, okay. But if you buy it now, I think there's a sale. I think it's even cheaper because of PS Plus. They give you like a 10% discount if you.
Yeah, it had the same sale before as well. But yeah, you get like a 10% discount. I think it's like $53 or something like that. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna get it. The game look interesting. I don't like my conspiracy theory of how the game got delayed, man.
Xbox stench. I thought you were gonna say I canceled it because of that Xbox stench. I thought you were gonna say that.
What's your theory? I want to hear that. What's your theory about why it got delayed, Jay?
All right, I purposely feel that Phil Spencer and co. Purposely delayed Deathloop because this game looked good. It looked like it was ready to go. They had a game preview for the industry and all that stuff, all the journalists, back in May, the week before the game was going to come out. That's 3 months. Who does a game preview 3 months after it got delayed, right? And I really feel that it got delayed because at the time when Deathloop was going to come out, that was May 25th, it was a bombardment of PlayStation games on top of that. You know what I mean? So as my man Persona said, the optics will look bad on Xbox with all these games coming out and a publisher you just bought for $75 billion. Their game is coming out exclusive for PlayStation and Xbox haven't got any games yet. But look at the time now when the game is coming out. By that time, Xbox got games coming out in July, August, September. It's not going to look as bad now because they got games that's out.
That's a good conspiracy. I gotta admit, that's a good
crazy,
one. That's a good one.
I feel like that's what it was.
That's a good one.
I feel like that's what it was, bro. Yo,
yeah, that do sound crazy, J-Bo.
It sounds crazy, but like it sounds good though.
They had a preview for the game the week the game was supposed to come out. Who does that? Normally you do a preview like a month or a couple of weeks before the game. That's 3 months before the game. The game was supposed to be out, bro. It's supposed to be out.
You said 3 months. Oh, snap. I mean, it sounds crazy, but at least it sounds convincing. Like, it's not like a far off reach. Like, you make a good argument.
Yes, it is a far off reach. Don't encourage this stuff, Rob.
I'm just saying. I mean, like,
yo, why does it sound? I'm telling you, like, the time when that game was going to come out, the end of May, PlayStation already had Returnal coming out. Ratchet and Clank was about to come out the next week. Final Fantasy VII Remake. It would have been a bombardment. Like, yo, damn, Xbox just bought this publisher, and the first game they're coming out exclusive to PlayStation. And the top of that, PlayStation got console exclusives already.
And it was going to come out, and hold up. And the game was marked to come out before Xbox Bethesda E3, right?
Yep.
Oh,
yep.
Shit.
It was gonna look bad, bro.
Optimus, I don't know. Optimus. That sounds pretty good. It sounds pretty good.
No. So
he's making a good case.
Absolutely not.
Optimus. Imagine if we were playing Deathloop before Xbox Bethesda Showcase. Optimus, think about it. How would that make him look? All right, go ahead.
No, look, Arcane has a contract with Sony. There are milestones and there are deliverables. Okay. And every so often, periodically, Sony and whoever it is, they will check in with the studio on the progress of the game, much like Xbox was doing with Platinum and Scalebound. So, like, you're not surprised, like, that the game is or is not ready. You don't find out at the last second. You were involved with the development all along. Number one, in order for what Jay Barry said to be true, Sony would have to have seen that the game was ready to sign off on it to be released, and then at the midnight hour, Arcane would have to say, okay, it's really not ready, and prove to Sony that it's not ready when Sony has access to all of the code and everything else, because it is something that they are paying for, they're in development for. Then from May to September, Sony, Microsoft, going to have to pay the salaries of all of these developers to sit around and do nothing for a game that is already ready. They're not making money for, just so that it doesn't look bad. And somebody's going to have to foot that bill. And honestly, it would have to be Sony, because that's who the contract is with. So the idea that Sony would go in for this, or that they're helpless, there's nothing they can do. They just have to watch Xbox take this game that they think is ready, that they've signed off on, and delay it to September. It can't happen. That will not work.
Okay, so I'm gonna be Jay Barr's defense lawyer right now, right? So you're saying, so you in your first part, we'll talk on the first part. You're saying that Sony's intricate with the development, so they know when the game's ready or not.
Yeah,
am I paraphrasing?
They have a contract with Sony. Yeah.
Because they have a contract. Oh, so specifically because it's timed exclusive, or is it like
so it's a unique contractual obligation to build that game for the PlayStation 5 with timed exclusivity? Absolutely.
Oh, okay, so this
and
one is
Sony is aware of what's happening with the development every step of the way.
Oh, so this wouldn't apply to like the regular third-party multiplats. This is because of the deal.
Yes. Okay. Right.
So never mind. Hey, J Bar, I ain't got nothing. You're fucked. You plea out. I said take the plea. Listen. Take the plea, dog. I could get you. I could get you. No. Hey, J Bar, I could get you. No time. Just probation. I could get you just probation. 1 year probation. Take the plea.
All I'm saying, before Deathloop came out, it had a PlayStation experience showing this game off. I mean, PlayStation. What's this called? State of Play. Showing this game off. They had game previews showing this game off. The game just got delayed. That's whimsically out of the blue. That's like, oh, now we're coming out in September. I'm telling you, man, it's all a cover up to make Xbox look good. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. You know what I mean? Like, yo, it's crazy. It's crazy because now.
Why didn't they just release it on PC? Why would they eat all that money? They could just release the PC version. At least be getting that money coming in.
Oh, because
is it coming out like on? I think it's coming out on Epic Store right before it come out of Steam or whatnot.
I think it's.
Epic. I don't know. I think. Yeah, I'm not sure. I thought it was Epic, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. But I saw something about Epic on there, but I'm not sure.
Okay. Messiah. Are you looking into this game? Are you interested in Deathloop?
Yeah, I'm gonna end up buying it.
PC or PlayStation?
When it comes out, more than likely PlayStation. But yeah, I'm looking more towards the Bridge of Spirits than I am Deathloop.
Oh, Kana. Oh yeah, that's coming soon. Yes, I already got it pre-ordered.
That's right. Out. Yeah, that's out on my birthday. So I'm still got my fingers crossed that Ember Lab makes a physical copy. Just got my fingers crossed, but yeah, I'll look at the Deathloop. The developers, when they've been interviewed, they're tripping me out. Some of the stuff they say on the interview.
Craig, why would you, given that you can play it on PC or PS5, and from what I heard you say earlier today, causing trouble on my timeline, you got a pretty decent rig. So why would you?
I can RDNA one car, and I can play Flight Sim at 60 frames per second.
I don't want to get into that argument you started. I'm just trying to figure out, like, why would you choose to play it on PS5 instead of PC? I'm just curious.
I said probably.
He said probably. So, he's not decided yet. He's not decided.
All right.
I had it undecided, but probably, yeah.
He wants to put his 3D headsets to good use.
Yeah, I got them on now. Yeah, but no, it's, I'm more looking forward to it. Kenna comes out on my birthday. That's why it was delayed.
Her name is Kana.
Kana?
Right,
her name
is coming out.
Kana.
On my birthday. So
Kana, not Kenna.
All right.
Yeah.
Wait, Chana with a CH?
No, KA. Is what they spell it, KENA.
Yeah.
But it's Kana. It's KAYNA.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's Kana.
Okay. Yeah, that's coming out on my birthday. Yeah. So there's no conspiracy there. They delayed it for my birthday. So, but yeah, Deathloop. Yeah, the developers, the interviews I've heard, they've been real interesting. So yeah, I'm looking to purchase that.
Okay. So Staples, I know you're an Xbox dude, but this is an Xbox first party developer, right? Right. And they're hanging out with PlayStation developers. They're trying to step their game up. Because you know what they have on the other, they're in the courts, they're practicing with Jordan, they're trying to get their game up, they're trying to better themselves. So so they're frolicking among greatness. You understand what I'm saying? So when this comes to Xbox, because it will come to Xbox, and it's going to be day one on Game. Well, it's not day one on Game Pass, but when it does come to Xbox, it'll be on Game Pass. Or have you looked at this game? Are you interested in it? Like, are you like, damn, PlayStation got a good one? I have to wait like a year to play this. Like, what's up?
Well, I have both, so I'll get it on PlayStation. It does look good, though. Okay. I think, Arcane, they're good devs, man. I hope the PlayStation guys buy it in bulk, even though it is from an Xbox studio and they don't like those. But I think the game will be good. Their games typically review well, so it'll probably get like an 85 Metacritic. Okay. But I think it looks good. It got a black protagonist. Definitely got to support that. So I'm looking forward to it.
All right.
It's definitely a sleeper. I don't see a lot of people hyping it, or it's not really making big waves. But I'll get it. Hope it does good.
That's it. Yeah, I hope it's a good thing. Right?
Yeah, I mean, if you like Dishonored, this looks like it's going to be like I don't know if it's going to be roguelike. Because the previews, it sounds like it's going to be roguelike.
Yeah.
After you finish a mission, you start all over.
Or if you die,
they saying it's
start
not
over.
Or if you die too, yeah. But they saying it's not, so I don't know. But
it's going to be like Returnal.
The game looks fun.
Well, it's like he living the same day over and over, and until he can kill all of the people that he need to kill in the same day, he has to relive that day over and over until he can accomplish it.
Yeah, he's in a loop, just like
Celine. Yeah, and that's why it's called Deathloop, because he's in that loop over and over until he can kill all of those people without getting killed himself.
You know what's going to be the fun factor in this game, though? It's that online stuff, right?
I'm not doing
because
I'm not doing that.
You can be the other character and like.
I'm with you, Rob.
I ain't doing that, bro. I can't.
You're going to turn it off?
No, dog. I'm playing one rogue game a year. That's it. Returnal used up that lifeline, dog. I can't do that. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Oh,
Jay
my
Bar
God.
said
I can't do it.
They said it wasn't a roguelike, so maybe you keep all of your stuff when you die. Who knows?
I can't
No, because what I heard is like, say you kill one of the visionaries, is what they called, right? The people you got to assassinate. You start all over. They say you start all over with the base gun that you got to build up until you get to.
Oh, then it is a roguelike. In order for it to be a roguelike, the levels would also have to change too.
I can't. No.
But the devs saying.
Oh no, child.
They said this is not a roguelike game.
Okay. I can't do it. I can't do that. 2 in the same year? I can't do it.
Previews.
No,
it got good previews.
I'm gonna buy Call of Duty and I'm gonna just run and gun. Nah, I ain't doing that shit. Oh my! I'm gonna buy Madden. Fuck it. 2K comes out September. I'm gonna just dunk. Oh hell no! I can't do that in the same year. Oh hell no! Hell no! I can't do another road game. That. Whoa. That shit is. Whoa. Whoo! I'm already stressing. I'm already sweating. Thinking about it. Oh shit! Someone turn on the AC.
You can mess up people's games, P. Rock.
Why do you mean you can mess up people's games?
So they have 2 characters in the game where you play as this girl. She's an assassin too, but her goal is to assassinate you. So as you're trying to assassinate like the visionaries or the people that they have there, there's somebody that can come into your game and try to assassinate you, and then you got to start over there.
Like Dark Souls, like Demon Souls type shit.
Yeah, but yeah, like that, yeah.
Oh, see, but I got an answer for that. Disconnect. I will disconnect my Ethernet cord. Oh, please don't tell me.
You can play offline. Too,
you goddamn right. I'm playing offline. Disconnect. Clip. You know what I'm saying?
The game looked fun though. Real talk. It looked fun.
So I was doing that shit in Demon Souls, because I ain't got time to be invaded. So every time I invaded, I would just press exit. I don't give a fuck.
I'll say this.
Listen, no. The beautiful part is.
Regarding oh yeah, you finish.
Wait, the beautiful part is when you start the game, you start from the very spot that you exited out. So it's not like you died or started over. I was like, bitch, be gone. I'm like, I ain't got time for it. Especially when I really want to do something. And it's always when I'm trying to do something. Like, yeah, I beat this boss. I'm about to face the boss. Then all of a sudden, everything gets weird. I'm like, man, why the fuck now, bro? I'm like, nah, bitch, be gone. And I just exit. And then I just come back in. I ain't got time for your ass. I ain't got time for this shit. Fuck that. It ain't my fault your dumb ass died and you need a new body. Why you gotta fuck with me? Like, nah, I ain't got time for this shit. I got shit to do. And then I was a mage build, which is a terrible, PvP build. I'm like, oh, I ain't got time for this shit. Bitch.
Oh, you went for the magic?
Yeah, because I wanted to do something, so I did a full magic build. And it's a terrible PvP. That build is, great for bosses. Bosses, I was just smoking them. But it's terrible for PvP. My God, it's horrible.
I definitely got to get back into Demon Souls too. Like I put it down, but I had no reason to put it down because I beat 2 bosses and I never went back. I was what?
It's awesome. All right, Staples, what are you gonna say?
Yeah, when you got so much greatness, shoot, it's hard to keep track of everything, man.
Yeah, there's a lot of games that came out.
And Jabbar, he plays like 9 games in one day.
Yeah, I'm gonna get back to it though.
Staples, what were you saying?
I was gonna say this game is this was like one of the weirdest things that we've seen, because you look at Arcane, they're coming out with 2 games. They're coming out with Deathloop and Redfall. And Deathloop, Microsoft, they can't even advertise their game.
I like Redfall.
They can't I've seen more advertisements for Redfall than I have for Deathloop, and Redfall doesn't come out till next year.
I like
it's really weird the way this game is being marketed.
It's a contract with Sony.
So Microsoft ain't gonna.
Yeah, Arcane has 2 studios too. The one that you're talking about is like the French ones that's making Deathloop.
Yeah, and the one
that's making Red. Yeah, it's like in Austin, I think it is. So they're a big studio. They're big.
Yeah, it's just definitely one of the weird things I've seen. But here you go.
But I do like Redfall. I'm interested in that. That did look good. And for the record, I beat Demon Souls. But I'm not doing New Game Plus, and I'm not plating it. Fuck that. Not with this mage build. That's it. I beat it.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Ghostwire too. That's not Arcane though.
Oh yeah, That's a different. Yeah, but that's also Bethesda though, right?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I forgot what studio in Bethesda.
Arcane is not Bethesda. Arcane is not part of Bethesda.
They're not?
That's Tango GameWorks.
No, they was under ZeniMax, but they not part of Bethesda.
Oh, they're part of ZeniMax. Yeah, okay. They're part of the ZeniMax. Okay. Okay, good point. All right. So next topic, and I'm glad Optimus is here. So Elder Scrolls 6 is still in design phase, Todd Howard says, right? Now, the reason why I want to bring this up, because there's a lot of speculation. Oh, man, this game's a 2027, 2026. Everybody already, just because of that one statement, everybody already supposedly already knows when this game is going out. So I want to talk about this to get your perspective, right? Because design phase may not mean what it sounds like, right? So can you probably give us a little bit of education on what design phase, and maybe based on that, is it really a 2026 game, or are people exaggerating?
Well, it's going to be hard to say if people exaggerating or not, because we won't know. But typically, the most of the industry splits it up into 3 phases, and you'll hear them talk about it. They'll say pre-production, production, and post-production. And pre-production is what we would call the design phase. Okay. And that's where it's not like a full team, and you just got like a brain trust in there, and they thinking through mechanics and working through stuff, and they may build a prototype to try out different things. Then eventually everything will be ready for the game to be built. They'll have worked out all the stuff that they want, and they have an idea how they want things to go. Then they'll assemble the rest of the team to actually go ahead and build that design. So I got at least one. I'm trying to get more than one, but I got a couple of game designers to come on the channel and talk about the pre-production phase.
Okay.
And the problem, Rock, is that there is no one set rule for the pre-production phase. It could be a year, it could be 3 years, it could be 6 or 7 months. It's just there's no standard across the industry about how long the pre-production phase is. But once that happens, then it's going to take, a few years to build the game. So as far as we know, even though it's in the design phase, they could come out of design by the end of the year, start building it in 2022, have it ready in 2025. So people saying 2027 could be an exaggeration. It could be right on the money. There's just no way to say, because the design phase, which is formally called pre-production, there's just no way to know how long they need for pre-production. Okay. But they will certainly take whatever they learned from Starfield, put it back into the engine, update it, all of that good stuff. And then that may affect, what's happening in pre-production as well. Okay. So it's just too early to say.
All right, good go. Okay.
Jeez, that game got announced in 2018.
Did it? Like Elder Scrolls 6? It did though, right? It did get announced a while back, I think.
I've only ever seen them remake Skyrim 8,000 times.
Oh, yeah,
like, when did they announce?
They put it in VR. They updated it. Yeah, so at the end of the day, they are making Starfield, so can't really wrong, and that's coming out next year. But damn, it's a long wait.
Okay, I just wanted to get that out so real quick. Just so that there's not really much to talk about. But I know there was a lot of people talking about that. I'm thinking, let's talk about that quick, and let's get some, a little bit of factual information and stuff like that, right? So now on to the next topic, right? So it's all because of this right here, right? This, it started out, here's the image, right? It started out with, Game Pass, right? Let's backtrack a little bit, right? So a lot of gamers are tired of journalists and YouTubers simply liking stuff because I got paid to like it, right? And I think gamers are more critical than any other industry, right? Like if Michael Jordan says, "Oh, McDonald's is better than Burger King," I don't think anybody cares. If Jennifer Lopez says, Nissan's better than Toyota, I don't think anybody cares. But when it comes to games, and you have and we already see multiple cases across whatever. Yellow chairs was a thing, oh, I play Cyberpunk and it's great on consoles. And then when the game comes out on consoles, it's trash. And people are tired of the deceit, right? So over the last few months, you started seeing like Game Pass, one IGN, director, whatever, said, I play my Xbox every day. And they looked up at his gamer tag. He didn't touch it in 2 weeks. Like, goddamn, if you're going to fake the funk, make sure your bases is covered, Make sure your ship, you got to make sure your ship is locked tight, right? And people are just tired. And now Game Pass is getting that heat because, some people kept mentioning, for whatever, you get access to so many games for $14.99 a month. And people are like, oh, here we go. More paid advertisement, right? So, of course, Xbox community in full force. Got to protect Phil Spencer. Got to protect the cause. They started trending this thing, right? Well, now every time somebody talks about something, be like, yeah, that's crazy. But you know what's even more crazy? For $14.99, and that started trending, right? So once I started showing this, I'm like, oh yeah, it's time for me to have some fun. Like, yeah, this is what I'm built for. I'm built for this. I'm like, let me take this and turn it around. I'm back on them, whatever, right? So I started talking my little trash, make some tweets, whatever. And then I ran across that image, what you see here. I ran across two things. I ran across in me deep diving, because I deep dive into the crumb side. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm on the mountaintop and I just jump right into it. I'm like, let's go. Jesus, take the wheel, right? I ran across two statements. One statement, ran across a tweet where a guy said that sex is temporary, but Game Pass is forever. I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to use this one. This is some good shit. I don't care if he's trolling. This is good. This is good shit. This is what I need. This is what I need. This is what I'm built for. And then
somebody actually said that.
Yeah. He literally said that. He said, "Sex is temporary. Game Pass is forever." I'm like, yes, give me more. But in that argument, look at the screen. I saw this because this dude Scotty B, he went at me with Game Pass, whatever, and somebody put that on his timeline, and I saw it. I'm like, wait a minute. This guy made a painting of Jeff Grubb. Like, that's his painting. And I don't think you see the next tweet, but he said he's thinking of doing Phil Spencer. I'm like, number one, incredible talent, but why would you paint him? Like, I would have painted, like, Jennifer Lopez or something. Like, shit. So, of course, all this ammunition and just having fun. Guys, I'm just having fun on Twitter. I'm just talking shit. I'm just shooting the shit. I'm taking the piss. Right? That's how y'all say it in English? In England?
Yeah, that's what they say in the UK.
Yeah, in the UK. Yeah. Cherry old chop, I'm taking the piss. Like, that's what I'm doing. I'm just taking the piss, right?
I don't think them go together like that, Rock, but all right.
All right, you know what I'm saying? But I said Xbox out here preferring Game Pass over sex and loving Jeff Grubb paintings. Console war mad different this gen. I'm just talking shit, right? A lot of people were pissed at that. Like, this is so toxic, cringe. It's a beautiful paint. Somebody said his luscious hair. And I'm like, listen, like men don't compliment other men with the word luscious.
That sounded pretty moist right there.
I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? So there was this whole backlash. I'm like, yo, these people are really mad that I don't like his painting. Like, I'm not attracted to his painting. Like, holy shit. So now, it felt like The Dark Knight. Like, it felt like Batman Begins, right? So picture Batman Begins. I'm young Bruce Wayne. I come back from my training. I'm slapping up the crime lords. And now they're having meetings during the day. And they don't know what's going on. So what do they do? I'll tell you what they do. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to show you right now. They now sign a contract with someone they don't fully understand. And it's this person. Now, I'm going to take the time, everybody, if you can look at the stream. This girl hit me up on the DM. I'm like, who the fuck is this? I'm like, who is this right here? And her name is Molly.
Oh, does that mean sliding? Does that mean she slid into your DM?
Yeah, she slid my DM. She's like, Xbox had such good news. No, that's her. She's like, Xbox has such good news lately. It's kind of embarrassing for the militant PlayStation players like you. Militant? That's what you call Hezbollah. You know what I'm saying? And ISIS, they're militant. Like, God, all I said was, I like sex better than Game Pass. Right? Like you who can't handle the console they don't like it succeeding. Womp womp. Out here looking like a young Giancarlo Esposito. But somehow looking less intimidating and more bitchly. I'm like, God damn. And I'm like, who the fuck is this? And then I seen this. I'm like, oh shit. I went on her timeline. Oh shit. She talking about white power on her time. Let me see if I got that one. Let me see. I gotta get that one. No, I'll get that one.
No
wonder she
don't like.
Yo, I was like, oh shit. I'm like, Xbox community, who did you send after me? Like, they ain't play. Yo, Xbox community had enough. Yo, they got the female Joker on my ass. And I'm telling you, it's going to backfire on y'all. I don't think you guys fully understand who you sided with. I'm like, yo, this chick is crazy. I'm like, oh, fuck. And then that motherfucker's talking about
you got females attacking you, bro?
I'm like, this girl's different. Like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm like, wait a minute. I gotta watch out now. I gotta get my vest. I got my vest here. I got my sappy plates. I can check out my rifle from the armory. We're gonna do this. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, oh yeah. Here we go. I got another one. Let me. Yeah, I got this one. Here we go. Hold on. I'm gonna show y'all. Yeah, I think this is a real deal. The Xbox escalate. Listen, all I did was talk shit about consoles and in the Jeff Grubb portrait. You know what I'm saying? God forbid I don't want to jerk off to Jeff Grubb. You know what I'm saying? Shame on me, I guess, right? But this, like this. Look what y'all doing. Hold on, let me show y'all. Let me put this up here.
She's an Xbox gamer.
I don't know, but I think she is. But she went at me.
I don't know what that
B Staples, don't do that, man. You got to stick with your people at all times.
No, but look, no, I don't. Listen. B Staples not gonna stick with this after he sees this one right here. This is her right here. Now look at the screen. She said, "My Twitter was an attempt to make somewhat of a stir in the echo chamber that exists here on Twitter. Instead, it became a racist and idiotic blip on the radar that didn't push anything I believed in. Trolling is nearly impossible to do anymore. I quit. Just kidding. White power." Oh shit!
What?
Like, yo, I'm not. It's right there, dog. Right there. I ain't lying. This is who the Xbox sent after me. That's it. They had enough.
Oh my goodness.
They had enough. They had enough. Like, yo, I feel like Bruce Wayne in The Dark Knight. Listen, I'm asking Alfred, what do I do? Do I endure? Or do I reveal my identity? Like, what do I do? Because listen, when I started this YouTube channel, I meant to inspire knowledge and truth. This is not what I meant to do.
Well, it looks like you did.
Yo, this is crazy.
You hurting too many feelings, Rock.
I've been getting so many DMs over Game Pass. It's fucking hilarious. Shout out to Ash and Luca. She said, shout out to All Day for being the Invisible Panel member. Bless him. Y'all check out Batman, the Long Halloween anime movie yet? Also, F that girl. Yo, Luca, you gotta talk to your Xbox people. They're siding with someone they don't fully understand. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Yo, B Staples is like, nah. Yo, B Staples like,
I don't understand this. You're damn right I don't understand. This is a Stadia person. This is a double agent. I don't know what this is. This is not no Xbox.
B Staples be like, yo, Jay Barry, what you got on that PlayStation 5, dog? He's like, yo, I think, yo, he's gonna see J Dub. Hey, you got a contract? you still handing out contracts? Because I think I might have to. I'm just saying.
I don't know, man.
Yo, man.
I can't co-sign this.
Yo,
get that.
Look at this.
Oh my goodness.
I love your hate comments. Slit your throat. All right, this is that's oh boy. So that's it, man. That's all I got. Oh, one last thing though. We'll leave that up there, but hey, Ghost of Tsushima director's cut. What's up with that? Anybody know anything about that? Supposedly that's happening. Jay Barry?
Yeah.
I just know the same rumors y'all seen, but it looked hot. If it is a standalone like little Lost Legacy type deal, I'm definitely looking.
No, but they're saying that Ghost of Tsushima, they're releasing a director's cut.
Yeah, this looks like the trend in gaming now. Director's cut. I don't even know what it even means. So I guess we just gotta wait till it comes out. But everyone's doing director's cuts.
At first, I was skeptical about it, but when I'm seeing that people's posting up Target and all these other stores have it listed on there, like I'm trying to figure out what the hell is it. But hopefully they add more content to Legends with it or a PS5 I mean, yo, real talk, Ghost of Tsushima, it runs really great. Like on PS4, like the loading time is fast as hell.
Even on the
I'm
base
trying to figure out like what the hell I'm trying to figure out like what the hell they're gonna do with a PS5 version.
Nice. Yeah, I was shocked.
Hey, whatever
I was shocked.
it is, man.
When you do fast travel, and I was on the base PS4, I didn't have the Pro, and I was like, "Yo,
exactly, bro. You don't need a PS5 to have that junk loading up in like 2 seconds."
Yo, I was impressed.
It's junk fast, bro.
Ashton Luca, she said, "Not all bots can be accounted for." I don't know. I think the council of Xbox, in their desperation, they went with somebody. Craig, what do I do, bro? Like, do I give in? Do I shut up about Xbox?
No, I mean anybody that's associated themselves with that is that's terrible, man. I don't know what to say about that. I mean, it's already funny. They like Game Pass more than sex. I mean, that right there was enough for me. I mean, that just shows you how trash those people are. How can you turn down listening to Teddy Pendergrass and Marvin Gaye so you can see what game is on Game Pass?
And she has vampire teeth. And she has vampire teeth.
Well,
you gotta see her Twitter account.
Well, like I said, they having a hard time over there on that Xbox. I mean, I knew that they were unhappy, but I didn't know
this ain't Xbox. I don't know what this is. We not co-signing this. I don't know.
I'm just saying, man.
I see this person getting exiled.
I can't co-sign anybody that's on that machine at this point. I don't care who you are, what you do.
Maybe I see clown pornography in her future. I don't know. I'm saying,
what is clown pornography? Oh my god! What does that even mean?
Hey, yo, P-Rock is a wild boy, man. Yo, P-Rock, leave these people alone, bro. Hey, yo, man. Yo, listen, I know on Twitter it's very sensitive over there, man. Just gotta be careful with your words. These people will hunt you down and try to ban you. You know what I mean?
I know. I learned that game.
You just get banned, J. Barry?
I learned the game. J. Barry, I learned the game. I know how to bypass all of that. I know the formula. You know what I'm saying? See, the thing is,
the formula?
The thing is, like for example, and it's old school. It's nothing new. You probably already know it, but most people just don't do it. Like, people actually write "fuck you" on Twitter. I don't. I write F **A KU. It's not new, but people, for whatever reason, don't do it. People go on Twitter and type the way they talk and think they're not going to get a consequence to that when they could easily be reported. I'm thinking, wait a minute. I'm just not going to spell out the word and let the people's imagination and let them assume what I wrote. And you know what I wrote, right? It's not hard to guess, but you can't hold me accountable for it because that's not how the Twitter algorithm works. Like, you're not gonna get banned for S ****** T. You know what I'm saying? Head. They're not gonna ban you for that.
You gonna get banned?
Yeah, because that doesn't mean anything.
You get banned for dumbass though.
Yeah, that doesn't. Yeah, but I don't write dumbass. I write D ***B A money sign. That doesn't mean anything to the algorithm. The algorithm doesn't mean anything. That doesn't even make sense. But
yeah,
you know,
smart.
You know exactly what I wrote, dumbass. But Optimus, it's not a new trick. People's been doing that for years. It just went away because I guess like in the I don't know, maybe Optimus remember, like the internet was a bit more stricter, I guess. Like in forums, you couldn't talk like that. Moderators would ban you for saying even like the lightest curse and stuff. But I guess but you see more and more cursing, like in Facebook, Reddit. Like, you see more vulgar language, right? Because it's more acceptable on the internet, right?
Reddit.
So but people are so used to just spelling out the words, like, you dickhead, eat a dick, blah blah blah. And forgive me because I normally don't talk like this, but they like that. Like, I see sentences of people just ragging on because they're just used to it. But after a while, you come across the wrong person, they'll report you, and you're gonna get socked. You're gonna get banned or whatever. You're gonna get caught. And I'm thinking, I just went back to the old school way of talking, and it works. Some things just work.
Well, that's I think somebody in the chat put it best and just said there's a bunch of versions on the Xbox side. That's all I can really say at this point.
I'm just saying, what they don't realize. I'm saying Xbox community. On Twitter, y'all think I'm Batman. No, I'm actually the Joker. I just want everything to burn. I want it to burn. You can't beat me when I don't give a damn. I want the war. I want the razzle dazzle. I want it on Twitter, not on YouTube. YouTube, I'm more serious, but on Twitter, I want the razzle dazzle. Anyway, so hey, I guess that's it. Oh, anyway, so Ghost of Tsushima, I think we covered it. I think that's it. Anybody has one last topic?
Well, there's more than that director's cut. You know, they're supposed to be having that standalone game as well.
That I'm looking forward to.
Is that
similar to like Miles Morales?
Yeah, and Lost Legacy. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's or maybe the director's cut. Maybe the director's cut will have all that in it.
All I gotta say, man, is PlayStation insiders, you gotta step it up, man. These rumors and all these inside leaks is coming from Xbox, sites and gamers, man. Y'all gotta step it up, PlayStation insiders, man. I don't know what you guys are doing. Drink your coffee. Get the news, man. Yeah, the picture is a little disturbing, bro. We looking at this chick that's like you got Harley Quinn on the screen, like what's going on
with vampire teeth. You know what I'm saying? I hope it's not one of those. She's not one of those females, but actually dudes pretending to be female Xbox guys. You know, I've been seeing a little bit of. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? You guys know what I'm talking about. Like, have you noticed that trend? Like these Xbox accounts that are women, come to find out they're dudes. Like I don't know. I leave it alone. I hope this is one of them. You know what I'm saying? I think she's a girl because she has a video, so I think she's a woman. Which is weird because you normally don't see. You know, that's one thing. Like the craziness is mostly the dudes. Like it's rare to see a fangirl, like a console fangirl. Like you know what I mean? Like that's rare. Yeah. Like I rarely see fangirls. Like mostly the women are the most mature out of everybody, and they laugh at us. You know what I'm saying? But it's rare to meet an actual girl who's a fangirl who talks shit. Like I wonder if the Xbox side got a female version of me on Twitter. Like that's the doppelganger. That's the opposite. That's the yang to my yin. I would love to know if that person exists. You know? Because then it will be like, a scenario of an unstoppable force, heading towards an immovable object. What would happen if that day ever happened? You know what I'm saying? That would be a funny day.
Sounds like there's a bunch of incels on the Xbox side. That's all I can say.
All right.
So, Craig, you said that you can't trust nobody on the Xbox, so that includes B Staple and Luca, too?
Well, I'm just saying, if you're going to associate yourself, at least disassociate yourself with that crap. So, I'm just saying, that's terrible.
Craig, can you give me a straight answer? Are you disassociating yourself with B Staple? Than Luca.
They got to disassociate.
Or else
I don't know what that is. I disassociate myself.
He said, hell, I disassociate myself. He said, B Staples like, I don't even like me right now for like an Xbox.
Yeah, that's trash right there. Yeah, that's trash. About that, some things are bigger than the people that you're talking about. So unless that's like a sock account or somebody just being goofy and all that kind of stuff, that's eerie. That's eerie. That's like those people that are boycotting Aquaman 2. It's crazy out there.
Who's boycotting Aquaman 2?
What do you call it, Puerto Rico? A bunch of incels are. So I mean, like I said, it's what do you call it, Puerto Rico? The YouTube gaming street. It's crazy out there. So that's all I can say.
But who's boycotting Aquaman 2 for what?
Like I said, you got to look into it. It's dumb.
Now I gotta look into that shit. Like why? God damn it, Craig!
It was like one of the better DC movies.
Yeah, no shit.
I agree. I thought the movie was over.
Well, they don't want that woman that's in there. A lot of stuff came out about her, about how she was mistreating Johnny Depp. And people is like, if it had been the other way around, if it was him mistreating her like that, then he would be getting canceled or whatever. But now that we finding out it's her, doing stuff to him, people want there to be consequences, so they want her taken out of the movie. But she's not being taken out of the movie.
Who's me treating who?
Amber Heard.
Oh, the one that played the role of
the red hair.
Yeah,
the red hair girl.
But weren't they going to replace her? Yeah, that's it. Weren't they going to replace her with the girl from Game of Thrones? I could have sworn I read an article that this goes.
Well, I don't know. I mean, the reason people are complaining is because they want to cancel her out of the movie, and DC had her still in the movie, and so now people are trying to boycott.
What did she do?
Johnny Depp, like she was beating him up. Isn't that what happened?
Well, I don't know. Actually,
she was whooping Johnny Depp's ass.
All about that stuff.
Luca knows. Luca, get your ass in here. She was whooping Johnny Depp's ass. Oh shit! Oh man,
he's a Kentucky guy too. He's from Kentucky, I believe. So that's terrible. She's doing that. But these are the same dudes.
Luca,
they got mad at Brie Larson.
What you know about this? Johnny Depp got his ass whooped by her. They were dating or something?
They were married.
They were married?
Yeah, something about love, American style.
Johnny Depp was hitting that?
Maybe he was. I don't know. He was hitting her.
Or was she hitting that?
Maybe she was hitting that. I don't know what was going on with it. So,
but she was definitely hitting that.
She was hitting them, yeah. But these dudes are mad as hell. They're mad at Brie Larson. They're mad at Kathleen Kennedy, and now they're mad at Amber Heard. Right. So y'all got to do a better job because Kathleen Kennedy makes billion-dollar Star Wars movies. Aquaman, or Brie Larson's movie made $1 billion. Right. So they got to do a better job of being incels. But this is like I said, it's terrible. There's people out there getting their ass kicked.
Luca, get up in here. She said, Luca, thank you for the super. She says, abandoned by my brothers. I'm just saying. All right, so you know what? Let's have some adult grown conversation. Right? Let's talk about this, right? They want to cancel a woman, right? Because apparently she was abusive to her husband. Right? Allegedly abusive, okay. Right? And I get the whole equality and stuff like that. But I don't know. This whole feeling sorry for a guy getting beat down by a woman, I maybe I'm just too archaic in thinking. And I would like everybody's opinion, right? Right? But to me, the man of the household, that's the guy that, let's say, if the building's on fire, he's the one that's responsible to make sure the wife and kids are out the house at the cost of his own life. Nobody else. It isn't the wife's job to make sure the husband survives. If in the final moments, if something were to happen in my household, my wife and my kids, they got to live. I will put my life on the line. That's it. There is no movie about, but you gotta come, man, bitch. Shut the fuck up and go. You got to go. We ain't got time for this. There ain't no kissing love scene. We're not gonna have violence playing in the background. Move. That's me. I'm that dude. Like, move, right? Right? So when I hear a man like being abused and like, oh my God, emotionally hurt, I'm thinking, if you're this type of dude, and let's say your family needs you in a situation that requires a level of courage, will you have that courage in you, or will you be a bitch and puss out? And like freeze. Like, that's what I wonder. When I hear these dudes do that, I'm thinking, man, what if there's like a fire in the house or somebody breaks in, right? Like, let's say you hear something in the kitchen and like you think somebody's downstairs. Are you going to be the one to go downstairs and check it out, or are you going to let your wife do it? Like, that's what I think about these dudes.
Exactly.
Like, you see what I'm saying? So that's why, like, like to me, there is no equality in that. There is we're equal, so we're both gonna go downstairs. Like, no, your ass is staying out here. Call the police. I show you how to shoot a gun. I'm going downstairs, and you know what I'm saying? I'm going to protect my family no matter what. It's not an option. That's my responsibility. So I wondered, like, do these dudes that are like this? My wife
used to love cutting the grass.
Yeah.
Yo, from what I'm reading, it sounds like this relationship is toxic as hell, man. They going through court cases and talking about her trying to defame his name because she was saying that he was the abuser, but Johnny Depp is suing her because for defamation because of that. She's saying that he was abusive, but then there's a countersuit. Yo, this been going on since like 2018. From what I'm reading right here, it's just crazy.
Yeah. And these dudes are mad. They Amber Heard's still in the movie, and so they're boycotting the movie. Like as soon as they started production, which was yesterday.
Oh, they went to change.org for a petition to be fired. Yo, it has over 1 million supporters already.
God damn.
Wow, that I didn't know.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I wonder, man. Like, you know, like, damn, Johnny, did you go down on her? You gotta go down on her.
I didn't even know about Johnny Depp even dating her.
No, man, you need to hit her with.
You gotta eat the box. You know what I'm saying? If she's your wife, there's things you gotta do. You know, like, yeah, you know, my wife's half Puerto Rican, half Dominican. You understand what I'm saying? So you know she got
that's a mix right there. That's a mix right there.
She's a pit bull and a chihuahua mixed together, right? Like, you know she got some firecracker in her, right? And that's expected. Talking Spanish, half English, cursing me out, whatever. And there's levels like, oh, shit, I'm sorry, honey. But there is levels. Like, she knows when she goes too far and I look at her, then it stops. Like, okay, she realizes, okay, I reached the boundary of where I can go before I piss him off, right? Because at a certain point, you gotta be a man and shit like that. Like, okay, woman, like, all right, you done? Like, all right, you had enough? You cool? Like, you know? And, you know, and stuff like that, right? But at the end of the day, she's my world. Like,
Spanish
like, let me tell you a little story. And this is true story. Raise my hand on the eyes of my daughter, right? This was when we were married, but we were young. We were like 28. Anyway, so we were still in our clubbing phase. You know, we're not so much clubbing phase. We always used to go out and like to dance, whatever, right? So we go to this club. It's in Jacksonville, North Carolina, whatever. We're in this club, right? Whatever. It was pretty packed, right? We were on a dance floor. Like, these two girls bumped into her. And then now they give each other the look. You know what that means, right? The look. Like, and I'm like, oh, shit, right? But my wife looks at me. And she realizes I really didn't want to deal with it. So she just grabs me. She's like, come on, let's go. So we just moved to, like, the other side of the dance floor, right? So, minding our own business, the two girls bumped her again. At that point, I'm like, yo, it is what it is now. Now I see, you know, I already knew shit's gonna go down. So my wife starts arguing. They start arguing, whatever. They take it to the other side of the room. You know, her and this girl was just arguing, right? What I'm doing, I got my girl's back, right? I'm next to her. I'm looking around. I see one of the girls' homegirls. She's like circling around. This is where the sucker punch comes in, right? So I tell my girl, I whisper in her ear in Spanish, right? That there's a girl that she's about to come and she's headed right toward you. As soon as I said that, my wife, she looked at her, jumped on top of her, started wailing on her, right? So my wife jumped on top of her, she's whooping her ass. The girl she was arguing, she was about to jump, you know, my wife. I stepped in the middle. So her and her two other girls, I'm like, you girls ain't gonna go near her because I will fuck you up. You just gonna have to watch your friend get her ass whooped. And I swear to God, I did that. And they just stood there while their friend, who wasn't even in an argument, is getting their ass whooped, and all they could do is just stay there. The point of the story is, I will whoop a bitch's ass to protect my wife. Like, I will protect my family. I don't care. It's just who I am.
Facts.
It's just not gonna happen.
Facts.
You think you're gonna jump my wife in front of me? Hell no. That shit ain't happening. Shoot the fair one, I got it. There's a code to that, right? And even then, there's limits, right? Because if I see my wife, I've never seen it, but let's say if I ever saw my wife getting her ass thrashed, fuck that.
If she losing.
Yeah, if she losing, bets her off. You know what I'm saying? You know, but that's it. That's it. You know, but that's to me what men do. Like,
can you guys hear me?
Oh shit, what's going on, girl?
What's up, Luke?
Hey, so first of all, okay, maybe this is just a different sort of mentality. You guys are significantly older than me, so maybe that's why. But I'm not sure why you're making fun of abuse just because it's a chick wailing on a dude. It's not funny at all. Secondly, if you don't have the full story, making jokes about it, kind of a dick move, but that's fine. Yeah, basically, there's audio logs of her admitting to abusing him, admitting to hitting him, admitting to, she was like, I didn't hit you, I slapped you across the face. And there's also pictures of him from the ER because she like cut open his fucking hand. And then she lied about the fact that he was abusing her and she ruined his career because everyone
told you like Luca had
so Luca, so this is where I'm confused, all right? All right, this is where it's me, right? So let's take, for example, he got cut in the arm, slapped in the face, whatever, right? And I'm wondering, how did Johnny Depp allow that? Like, this is where it's confusing me, right? Right? Because if you ask
why do women who are being abused by men stay?
No, that's different. Because there's a level of strength and authority that men wield over women. That's the point I'm trying to say. Like, if my wife is a ball buster, right? And I seen her whoop a lot of chicks' ass, right? But if you ask that woman, hey, would you ever slap, Porter Rock? She'll look at you like, you out your fucking mind. Do you know who he is? And I never threatened her. And you can ask her. I never disrespect Chastity. I would never do that. Never lay my hands on her. I never made her feel I would ever hit her. But she just knows that I'm not that dude to impose violence on. She just feels it, right? And not through fear. She just knows.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that.
So I'm like, how, like Johnny Depp,
she ruined his career.
I get that.
Allegedly, he didn't put his hands on her. No, so maybe he's just not the type of person to hit a chick back.
No. So I get that. I get the whole, I get the whole, defamation. I'm talking about before it got to that point. Take it to the beginning. At a certain point, it starts with a single step. Because it's not like it instantly, all this happened overnight in one day.
And there's like
that first moment she went sideways. Johnny Depp didn't look at her like Johnny Depp didn't look like, bitch,
there's a psychological element to it.
Yeah. And that's
there's
the part.
There's a psychological element to abuse, which is why there's still abuse going on throughout the country every single day with different kinds of people. Yeah. That's just how it is. Gay couples can be women can be abusive towards other women. Women can be abusive towards men. Men can be abusive towards women. Listen, I understand. Like I said, you guys are older than me, so you have a different kind of mentality when it comes to this stuff. I don't think it's funny at all.
We have an archaic mentality. Because I'll be honest, I'm admitting my flaw because I just don't get it. Like, it starts with a step, right? Like, she did something.
Well, Rock, everybody has a fight or flight response, and from our generation, it's like living through what we had to live through. Like, if you don't fight back, you won't survive. And things are a lot different now. And in this day and age, people don't have to have that same grittiness that we had to survive, because a lot of the world has changed. And in our day, it's you deal with yourself. And in this day and age, it's, well, no, you change for me. So, for example, if it was something happening that I didn't like, I just had to deal with it and become stronger to overcome it. In this day and age, if it's something that I don't like about somebody else, I don't have to deal with it internally. I can make them change to match what I think is appropriate. And so it is a lot easier to show and be not as gritty because you don't have to be. It's not required as much.
Yeah, no, and I totally get that. I'm just saying, I personally think it's annoying because it's like, we are living in this cancel culture. You got to be super PC about everything. You can't insult anyone because if you do, you're automatically labeled as racist or sexist and homophobic, all that nonsense, right? And it's like, if it's true, if the roles were reversed, which they were, because he's not getting any work and she is. She's still in this movie. I'm not boycotting it. I'm still gonna go see it, obviously. Like, do you know how many abusers
we watching this
Hollywood?
Shit. We know we watching this shit, girl. Like, you out your mind.
Come on, like, the entire industry is full of abusers. So it's not like I'm gonna stop watching anything because of this. But I just don't like the double standard. She admitted on camera that she was abusing him, and she's like, I don't care, because nothing's gonna happen, and nothing happened,
and that's why the people, that's why the people are upset. It's because if it was the other way around, he would have been instantly canceled, and so people are annoyed that she is still in the film, or was. I don't even know what the current status is.
So like, if it was a Johnny Depp movie, that shit would have been canceled. Hell, Flash almost got canceled, right? Because didn't he get caught?
No, it wasn't him. It was a different actor.
Oh, it wasn't Ezra? It wasn't Ezra?
It's
the movie.
Flash.
Yeah, that Flash. Yeah, Ezra. The movie
talking
Flash.
About the TV show.
No, not the TV. No, him. Why was he in some shit? I don't think he was. He doesn't look like the type.
One of the actors from The Flash was it wasn't abuse towards women, but he was saying some racial stuff on Twitter like 5 years ago or something like that. So Harlow, I think something.
I know who you're talking about. The Red Archer.
I don't know what the dude's name is.
The red.
But he's not on the.
He was the Red Archer, right?
Yeah, I have no clue.
Wasn't he from Green Arrow? Wasn't he him?
I don't know because I haven't watched The Flash, so I don't know.
Oh shit!
So,
but I'm talking about Ezra, the movie Flash. I think he was caught up in some shit.
Oh yeah, he's still doing his movie too. Yeah. So it's just kind of like it's.
Why is Johnny Depp not getting work? Why is that happening?
Because he was basically blackballed from the industry because of the information and news and her coming out and saying, "Oh, he's abusing me." This happened years ago. Like. Honestly,
they going through the court cases now. To be honest,
I mean, there's a chance that he could have done something to her back, but I don't know. I've only heard it from. I've only heard her saying stuff. Also, she was cheating on him with Elon Musk, apparently. So listen. When it comes to drama, I'm right there.
Yo, I ain't even know girl was like this.
Girl, you in it? Yo, you in it? Elon Musk.
Nah, because now I'm having like a bad like perception of her, so that's why girl came out like that. Because I'm like, yo, now the level of respect. If I had any, it's just like now it's gone. It's not there because I'm hearing all this shit, and then I actually read it. When I simple Google search Johnny Depp and Amber, what's her name, Heard, and all that shit came up.
Like, dude, listen to the audio recordings, man. Like. I don't know, man. Like, I'm not a psychiatrist or anything, but she's clearly something's up with her. She's lacking some empathy. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Oh, she also shit in his bed. Apparently, She, I don't know what the hell's going on, dude, to be honest. So, I don't know. Like, that relationship's weird. And like I said, it's odd that she's still getting work, even though she's like involved in this court case. But, Holly Weird, they defend their own.
She took a shit on the bed.
Yo, that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
She allegedly.
Allegedly, she just shit it on the bed.
Yeah.
Could be drugs. I don't know.
You know a little pee in there too.
It's true, man. Hollywood is full of drugs. These motherfuckers always on drugs.
Yeah, but like, listen, they're weird in general. Like, don't get me wrong. I understand that in Hollywood they are protecting abusers of all kinds, men and women. I get that. But I'm just saying, in this day and age, in this culture, and the way that these losers on the internet are always crying foul about literally everything, I'm just surprised that she's getting a pass and he's not.
Yo, Luca, quick question.
Why do you think she is?
Are you watching the best show on WB? Luca?
I said pull up the WB. I'm afraid I might get canceled.
On the CW, I said WB like I'm old.
I'm like the WB.
That was the old school. Yo, I know what he's talking about though. That's before the CW.
Yeah. Are you talking Black Lightning or Superman and Lois?
I'm talking Superman and Lois. That's the best goddamn show currently out right now, Luca.
Is it good?
Yeah, I actually, I do need to catch up. I've seen some scenes. That shit is fire, dude.
I'm gonna be honest, man.
What I've seen,
like the CW,
the actual writing is good. The thing is with CW,
is it good,
when they get to season 2, that's when you got to be like,
Is it really good?
Season 1 right now for Superman and Lois, amazing, bro.
Is it really good? The CW got a really bad reputation.
I'm gonna be honest. After I seen tie-ins, I didn't look at CW shows the same again. I'm like, nah, this ain't it.
Yo, Titan season 1 was good. Season 2 was like,
Yeah, but the way they fight, the fighting, the attitude,
the CGI, the CGI for me,
everything, it's just, it's like looking at
the fights in Arrow.
The fighting in Titans is raw. And then I look at CW, it's like Romper Room. I'm like, my God, this shit looks whack.
Yo,
like, I didn't see it until after Titan. Like, yo, when you see Todd take a police officer and throw a backbreaker and crack his back, I was like, ooh. Yo, you know what I'm talking about, Jay Barry. With Jason Todd, oh my God, I was like, when they break the dude's limbs, I'm like, But yet, like, Arrow is like,
wow.
And then the guy gets unconscious.
How many people on this panel you think know what Romper Room is, man? You went way back.
I don't know what that is. I have no idea what that is.
Staples is on Google. What is Romper Room? Like, yo,
I told you these staples like 21.
Yo,
I
mean, like, I saw Titans and the way they fight and their attitude, they're angry, the drugs, the drama. I'm like, man, these dudes got problems. And then I go back to CW and the dudes are singing, and I'll run to you. I'm like,
stop.
I can't, bro. I can't. You know what I'm talking about, Luca. You know what I'm talking about. I'm like this dude can't let go of Glee. I'm like, let it go, bro.
Hey,
let go.
Hey, come on.
CW has some good shows, man. I like the Arrow. I had to stop watching. I think around season 5.
Season 4.
Yeah,
dog.
Yeah,
season 4 is when people stop.
Yeah, I pushed through it. It was painful.
Like I watched season 4, I watched season 5 because you know what I mean. I'm like, I really like the show, so I was like, maybe he's gonna catch back on. And then I was like, nah, I can't. Flash, I enjoy Flash, but I stopped watching that as well. Man, but yo, Superman and Lois, I just pray to God like they just keep it up.
All right.
And don't deter me.
Yeah, I've heard really good things about it, and I've seen a couple of clips here and there. It looks good. Like, I'm waiting for it to be done, and then I'm just gonna binge it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
I hate the CW schedule. It's been so off since the global panorama. You know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, but season 3 of Titans is coming in August.
Okay.
And it's on HBO Max.
Garbage. Oh, Titans coming back?
Yup, season 3, August.
Oh, word?
HBO Max.
Yeah,
and I'm telling you, bro. Yo, even when they introduced Superboy, they did it the right way. That dude was whooping ass. He's throwing
I still need to watch Titans.
You haven't seen it yet?
I haven't seen it
Luca,
yet.
It's on. You got HBO Max? You got HBO Max?
I do have
it's on HBO Max.
I think I'll watch it. Yeah, I'm gonna watch it when I go visit my mom.
Yeah, so like the first couple of episodes, they're introducing the characters, whatever. But like halfway into season 1, it becomes bomb. The season finale.
What's the name of this show? What y'all talking about?
Titans. It's the Teen Titans. It's called Titans. Teen Titans, right? Let me put it to you this way.
Okay.
Let me put it this way. The season finale of Titans season 1, Batman's in it. And he fucks shit up. Oh my God.
Hey y'all, I got a man. The wife looking at me sideways, so I got to roll.
Thank you for stopping
by.
Bro.
Man. Season 1 is good, man. Season 2, I don't know what the hell happened.
I like season 2.
Maybe the writers got fired.
No, I like season 2.
Honestly, you are like the only person I know who likes the show. Everyone else, is just like, I don't like it. So
it was like.
I'm gonna watch it though.
I like Titan 2. I thought the season 1 was great, but I don't think they had the same writers as season 2.
You got Crypto. You got Wonder Girl. Oh my God, bro! It was like porn. All these dudes coming out and they just whooping ass. Yo, the best version of this dude. What's his name? The bad guy. Oh my God. It's on the tip of my tongue.
He's on
Arrow.
What's his name? Deathstroke.
The best version of Deathstroke. By far. Dude is nasty. Oh my God, this dude is nasty. He's season 2.
No, I'm a little upset.
Nasty.
I'm a little upset at DC because I actually subscribed to their DC universe for the year.
Oh, you remember that?
I did too.
They talking about they canceling all these shows. I was like, yo, what the?
They put them on HBO Max.
I'm glad that they kept them.
Yeah, they put them on HBO Max. I knew they were gonna do that. I knew they were gonna do that because they have to consolidate.
HBO Max, they're kind of lacking when it comes to content. Like they have older shows and they have Warriors there, which is great. Banshee, which is a phenomenal show, an older show. It stars Anthony Starr, who's Homelander. Yeah. Okay, and The Boys. So yeah, great, fantastic fight choreography in that show as well. And man, once again, I asked, did you guys happen to watch the Batman The Long Halloween? It's out. It's on
HBO Max.
I haven't watched it.
It's I don't know. I watched it in the Discord with one of my boys, and he was streaming it through the Discord. So I'm not sure where it is.
I bought it on iTunes.
It's really good. It's really good.
I like DC's animated stuff.
DC
really
animation,
animated stuff.
Oh yeah, facts. DC animation.
DC's animation is real good.
DC movies though.
But Luca bring up a good point.
Movies, but I like the animation, so I get this far.
Luca put up a good point. Like HBO Max is not really keeping up with new content like Disney Plus. Disney Plus is, especially with the Marvel shit. Loki.
Did you?
In fact,
did
today's
you
Wednesday?
watch
Today's Tuesday.
Star Wars Bad Batch?
Ooh, no, I haven't seen that yet.
Yo, that junk good, bro. Yo,
Disney hitting
Plus,
it, bro.
yo,
Loki's dope.
I'm loving Disney Plus, man.
Loki's
it's kind of interesting, like they've had more time, like less, like the global panorama. I would like to believe that since everything was pushed back, it gave these writers like more time.
Like, yeah, you're in your house all day
to come up with like cohesive stories.
Yeah,
you know, like I'm just like, please write better stories, please. Like you have time, you know. So
I'm telling you that. But
I mean, they hit it off with Mandalorian.
Yeah,
a lot of people excited for season 2 for that. But yeah, man.
Yeah, CB3.
The Star Wars new content is really good. It's really good, man.
Yeah, CB3. Thank you for super. He says it's real. There's literally multiple audio files of Amber Heard being abusive towards Johnny Depp.
Yo, I ain't know. Yo, real talk. I did not know this, bro.
I didn't know that. I didn't even know they were together. But I'm not into like you know why? Like, all right. So when I was a kid, right? You know, you ever watch TV shows like How to Be a Millionaire or weird shit like that, and there are questions people miss that's usually involve pop culture, where there's a music and whatever. And I used to be a kid. I'm like, how the hell you don't know that? Like, where have you been? Now I get it. Because I guarantee, if you tell me, like, what's the #1 rap song out right now, I will have no idea. I would be like, I don't know who the fuck that is.
Yeah, music, I fell off music.
I fell off I fell off on a lot of music videos, rap, like, because it sucks, to be honest. Mumble rap sucks. It's just not for me. So
it's crazy.
I fell off on that all the time. Like, now, I couldn't tell you who's who now. I'm just old as fuck. Luca's probably laughing, muted, and laughing and shit. I just can't do it. I can't listen to it.
Oh man, that's my heart, man. Music's good now.
Yeah, I don't listen to the radio, so
no, she's like, I don't listen to this shit either. I'm listening to reggaeton. I'm listening to my Spanish shit. I'm on my Spanish shit. That's it. Bad Bunny. Yep, yeah. I got it. That's it.
I listen to podcasts when I'm
Anueto Balan, salsa, bachata, merengue, and reggaeton. That's it. That's all on my Spotify all day blasting. I don't even go to like the Vap Caviar category. Like, nope.
Yo, because these radio shows, I think they try to program you with some of these songs, bro. Because there's times where they have like an hour slot, and they'll play the same song like 8 times within an hour slot, bro. I'm like, yo, why is this song getting played? I don't understand why it's popular.
Barry, your conspiracy theories tonight. I don't
know.
Yo.
Yeah, Barry's on point. Yo, but I think he's on point with that Microsoft. He's pretty good. He can make a case.
Listen, Luca agrees. She agrees. She just want to disagree right now. But
I don't know what you're talking about, big dog.
King Brill. She cut Depp's finger off. She cut it off? She cut Depp's finger off. These celebs are weird.
Nah, now y'all making stuff.
No, go look up the pictures, bro. They're on the internet. Look it up. Johnny Depp. Type in Johnny Depp finger, bro. Let me see. Nah, look it up.
It's real?
Me Googling this joint.
Oh, Luca, man.
Nah, bro, look it up, man. Look it up right now.
Johnny Depp finger. I'm about to Google that right now, bro.
Johnny Depp finger.
Oh shit.
Like, I implore you, please listen to those audio files. Like, it's not a joke, you know. It's not funny.
I'm not gonna watch Aquaman the same no more, bro.
Oh man.
That real talk,
man. Like, oh my god. Like,
I like that movie, bro. Yo, I love that movie. Aquaman, the first one. Oh, this OD.
Like, I don't know, bro. This is crazy.
You see how deep that cut is? Shit is nasty, bro.
This is crazy, bro.
Man, Johnny, man.
It's the drugs, man. It's the drugs.
You gotta fall away from the young ones sometime, bro.
I'm just saying. Like, yo, bro.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know what's going on with that relationship. Like, honestly speaking, since we don't have the full story, I'm really just of the mind, like, if he's not getting work, then neither should she. Like, come on. You know what I mean? So, I don't know.
I'm trying to figure out, like, where the hell was I? Because this is, like, recent, yo. This is, like, last year.
Like, yo, for real. And it's not like we had a lot to do. We were in lockdown.
Yeah, so I'm saying, like, how the hell I missed all of this?
I'll be honest. I didn't even know they were together. Because when I look at Aquaman, I'm like, yo, Mara looking good.
She does look good in that movie.
Yeah, I'm like, she looked like the comic book. I'm like, oh shit.
So Johnny Depp said his finger was injured after a bottle of vodka at him. Yo, this dude looking. When they chose
Jason Momoa, I was like, okay, that's different. I was like, all right, we'll see how that goes. But yo, He pulled it off. I'm like, yo, I like him. I like him.
It's legit, honestly.
I like him. He's a badass.
Outside of the Batman,
I like his version.
Movies, like that's my favorite DC movies.
I like his. I like that version of Aquaman. I like him being a drunk and just being a badass. He's funny as hell. I'm like, yo, they pulled it off.
Yo, so y'all telling me. Y'all telling me, is she in this movie? Y'all not gonna watch it?
Oh, I'm watching it.
I'm watching it, man.
Please, I'm watching it. Yeah,
I'll watch it.
I'm not that dude.
Hopefully it's good,
but I won't be happy.
Like I said, like the amount of abusers in Hollywood that are behind some of our favorite films and TV shows, like
you won't be watching
and music. You wouldn't be doing anything.
You won't be watching.
Yeah. So it is.
Yeah.
Is what it is, man. It sucks. Listen to music, man. Like it's like for me, like I said, if he's not getting work, she shouldn't be getting work either. And I don't know what they could have been thinking with the social media. Like people weren't going to have an issue with it, you know? They're like, oh, it's swept under. It's not a problem. I don't get it, but I don't know. DC is like DC seems like they're protecting their abusers, quote unquote, their abusers, you know.
Went after Johnny Depp with a knife.
Jesus, yo. I did not know all this, bro.
Oh, shit. I would have been like...
like I said, I guess it's not really surprising she still has her job. Like, Ezra Miller still has a job after those videos came out.
Yeah, I heard
you know what it is? It's kind of... I mean, sad to say, it's still...
They got rid of Ray Fisher despite him making a good case about racism being on set. They still fired him, still got rid of him. It seems like they have some issues when it comes to people doing fucked up shit and then the consequences of that, you know?
They cooked the girl from Mandalorian too.
Gina,
what's her name? Gina.
Yeah, she was wild. She was wild on the internet. They got her. They got her up out of here.
That I don't get. Why was she going ham, bro? Like, yo, relax. Like, you know, keep it in a controlled level. That way people don't think you're crazy.
It's kind of weird because, like, with all this stuff that you can just easily Google, it's kind of funny that she is still, you know, doing movies and all that. Well, when people have done other things like...
No, that's crazy, man. This I don't know. Anyway,
like, you know, having their thoughts, you know how crazy it is.
Someone, her team, they got it to swept under the rug, bro. So Hollywood is, man.
I mean,
try to hide stuff.
Keith Pearl said she took his finger.
Social media age.
She says she took his finger and still got off free. Shaking my head. That's crazy.
Oh, she did.
Yeah, dude.
Like if I was Jason,
listen to those audio logs, dude. It's eerie. If I
was Jason Momoa, I'll be nervous on set. I'll be like, this chick took him Johnny Depp's finger off. Like, oh shit! Like she took his finger off, and she working with me? Like, hell no! Yo, oh shit! Smokes 901 says, "Sup guys?" And the Queen is here. Wait, where's Slow-Mo and Forte at? Ain't they on every gaming podcast on Earth? Great show.
For once, I'm the one doing multiple appearances during the week.
That's it.
Yeah, I don't know where they are. I don't know.
Luca's gracing us with her presence.
I'm gotta hang out with the bros. But yeah,
these dudes said Edward Scissorhands. Oh, that's fucked up. Fucking polls.
Well, Edward Scissorhands is Johnny Depp.
Yeah, I know. That's the joke. That's the joke.
Yeah, that's the joke. Yeah.
Fucking the polls.
Okay. I just listen. I'm someone who tries to see things objectively when it comes to this is like my personal morality, and personally speaking, I don't go or adhere to what's right or wrong when it comes to society as a large, because, you know, in this particular culture that we're in, it's very slanted one way, you know? So me personally, I just believe that given the evidence that is out there for all of us to hear, I just don't understand how she's getting a pass, but he's not.
That I agree.
Yo,
absolutely.
You know it's crazy, Luca?
Absolutely.
I saw
especially like an assault, like you actually attacked him with a knife. Like, you maimed them. Like, you should be, like, in jail or, like, serious criminal prosecution. Like, Like not working on Aquaman 2 is like that's not like you should be like going to a court trial for criminal charges. Like that's the conversation that should be being had. Not whether or not like that's not even a thing. Like of course you're not in Aquaman 2 because your ass might go to jail. So we can't have you.
Bro, yo, Lucas,
that's crazy.
Right. I googled Amber Heard audio. That's all I googled. The first thing pops up. Abuser Amber tells Johnny nobody will believe him. Yo, audio. I was like,
that is, I mean, that is normally true though. Like, no one thinks about a man being abused, right? And I get that, right? I get the whole conversation. It just has a hard time. And I mean, I don't know, Luca, how much you heard of it. Like, this is my situation, right? And maybe because of what I've been doing most of my life, being a Marine and seeing the personalities, I've seen people who are aggressive and people who are not aggressive, right? And usually it's not a switch you could turn on and off. Like, it's either in you or it's not in you. And if it's not in you, it's not going to be there. And usually it's a recipe for disaster if you get in a position where you need to be aggressive and you're just not that person at the wrong time. It usually is a recipe. I'm not going to go into too details, but it's usually a recipe for disaster, right? So let's take a normal man, right? Right? And I ain't going to say normal. Excuse me for using that wrong. Let's take a relationship, right? And a man's being abused, right? Okay. And for whatever reason, this man doesn't have that level of strength to resist, show his presence, show dominance is a bad word, but show that I'm not that person for you to do this. So don't even think about it, right? In a scenario where he's needed to protect his family, where you need that aggressive stance, would that person be able to do it? And in my mind, I'm thinking, I don't think you would. Because I don't think you have that in you, right? And that's and maybe I'm coordinating two things that don't, because like I said, this is more into psychology and I'm not a psychologist, but that's like my view. And then Greg, it could be an ignorant view, but like just from my experience, people who are aggressive and they have this thing like you can only do so much to really disrespect me before you got out of hand. They have this presence, right? And that presence usually have this aggressive, assertive nature, right? And stuff like that, right? So that's what I'm saying. So like if this relationship, it started somewhere, because I guarantee they didn't meet on the first time at a dinner or in a movie and they started dating and they immediately got into this toxic relationship. It was built over time and it started with this one moment, right? And whenever, what's her name? Amanda? What's her name? Amber.
Amanda Heard.
Amber. What is it? That's her name?
Amber.
I said Amanda. I said Amanda. Amber. Yeah, I'm like, oh shit. So Amber had to do one thing to start this, to really show her true colors, or maybe not true colors, but show that this is a type of person. How did Johnny Depp react at that moment, right? Did he demonstrate? Wait, hold up. Did he demonstrate to her that, yep, I could keep going? Or did he demonstrate, bitch, you better fucking tone this shit down and let this be the last goddamn time you ever act like this? And then she's like, okay.
Yeah, I don't
think he's that dude.
Crazy.
I just think that people are different in how they react to certain situations, you know? Like, you'd never expect somebody to react one way or another, or you'd have an assumption on it, and it's like, no, actually, kind of like how, what's his face? Terry Crews got felt up at some party, had some dude, like, grabbing his crotch, and he didn't do anything. He's a big guy, but he chose not to do anything because of the circumstances he was in. He's like, I am a big black guy surrounded by white people. I can't lash out. Who's going to believe me? You know, that kind of thing. So it's just like, listen, I think that people are not as perceptive as you or I would be when it comes to certain situations. They get blindsided. They choose to ignore a certain behavior because of their feelings for someone, you know? Maybe, I mean, if he married her, he probably loved her and he was willing to
accept that.
You know, I mean, and like she was clearly gaslighting him because she was like, like I said, listen to the audio logs. It's manipulation, bro. Yeah.
She evil.
Yo, for what I'm hearing, this girl, she sound crazy, yo. I'm listening to the joint right now, yo, and she sounds devious, bro. Yo, I'm just keeping it a buck, yo. I'm just keeping it a buck. This chick is like, yo, nobody gonna believe your ass. Yo, I'll put the link in the chat if y'all want to watch, yo, listen to it. The joint sound crazy, yo.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So
yeah, like she was clearly gaslighting him. So I don't know. Like I said, she seems like she's got some screws loose, clearly. So I don't know what's going on with that. Hopefully they get it sorted and he's able to, get what he's owed.
Yeah, cause that sucks that he can't.
Johnny Depp's the man, bro. Johnny Depp's the man. Johnny Depp, Depp, do your thing, bro. All right, but anyway, we're gonna cut off the show with that. All right. Oh boy, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you know what? I'm gonna leave it alone. Hey, Luca, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for shedding light on the Amber Heard, Johnny Depp, because I had no idea. Craig started this and gave us this rabbit hole. So is Craig still here? Oh, Messiah? Oh, he left. He been left. But anyway, Staples.
Yo, Craig ain't give us the deets. He was just like, yo, people was just boycotting the movie.
He's like, I just heard about it. I don't know. Luca, yeah, he threw your name. He's like, yeah, Luca knows something. Ask her.
Yeah, he I don't know why he left. He might have left because we have different opinions on this and he didn't want to argue with me. That's just the assumption I have.
That's Craig.
My perception.
Yeah, Craig is on his own way.
The situation way, but he might have just left because it was getting late. So I don't know.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. Staples, thank you for rocking out.
Yeah, get to bed. It is kind of late for the older folks.
Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's true. That ain't no lie. Well, I'm in the West Coast, so I still got a couple of more hours to bedtime. Staples, my brother, thank you for rocking out.
No problem. It's been an honor.
All right.
Be on this podcast with you guys.
No doubt, man. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome anytime. Barry,
you need to play more PlayStation, bro. Just letting you know.
Little by little.
I'm playing Scarlet Nexus right now. It's not a PlayStation game, but I like it, man. It's like.
Don't worry. Little by little, we'll get him. Barry, we're gonna get him. Yeah. We're gonna get him. He's gonna be a Pegasus. Don't worry about it. We got.
We already got Luca. Yeah, you know what I mean, she won't deny it, but she knows the vibes.
The only thing,
whatever people think I am,
listen. Look, Luca. The only thing that's tying her to Xbox is Destiny, and once that shit gets canceled, we got her.
It's never getting canceled. It'll be on forever.
It's
nah. She already tasted it on PlayStation. It's over, P-Rock.
I've been playing it on PlayStation because I'm typically on my PlayStation more when it comes to watching stuff. It's great for like switching between media. There is a way to pin YouTube while you're playing games, right? Or no? Is that
yes, Luca,
yes, sir.
You definitely need to go on my channel.
I'm gonna check that video out. I'm trying to listen to some podcasts while I'm gaming.
You know what? I'm gonna have to start playing Destiny so I can make sure Luca stays on the PlayStation side. I'm gonna invite her.
That dude's gotta be right. It's over.
Anytime I see her on Xbox, I'm gonna invite her on the PlayStation. Let's play some Destiny, Luca, Destiny, Luca.
Yo, she put out a cryptic tweet, and I already knew what it was. I said, "Oh, that DualSense got it. It's over. No more Xbox."
That DualSense.
That DualSense got it. It's over. That's
it. The haptics is happening. She addicted to the haptics. We got her. All right. Oh, so Barry?
No, actually, I had an opposite reaction. PvP was kind of.
I would say yes. It's not good for PvP. I would say.
Yeah,
because
like I said,
the impulse.
I was trying to get used to it. So I'm actually playing Mayhem on the PS5 right now. So.
Okay. We about
game mode Mayhem. That is.
We about to. I'm gonna talk to J-Dub, get you a contract. I think it's time. We make you an offering. We're about to give you an offer for the next generation. We'll see if it's appetizing. We'll see if we could draw up these contracts. You know what I'm saying? Because this next gen of console warring is gonna be hot, right? Barry, the best lisp on YouTube.
Yes, sir.
Tell them talk about what's up PlayStation Saturdays.
Yeah, Saturday, man. I think we're gonna have Jane Main come on through. We're gonna see if we can lock that in.
Word. Also, now you got the guests going. That's what's up.
Yeah, we haven't had a guest in a minute, so we're gonna put a guest on there. Make sure they wake up early. For What's Up PlayStation podcast. But really and truly though, man, what I want to say before I get up out of here, birthday tournament, Guilty Gear Strive, guys.
Oh shit.
Sign up. If you have Guilty Gear Strive, to sign up. That would be my birthday present you giving me to sign up. Doesn't matter about skill level, just sign up. No cost, no charge to sign up. But just having Guilty Gear, sign up, participate in the tournament, and that's my birthday present right there.
How do they get to sign up?
I have a website, challenge.com /JBarryStrive.
So tweet it out and then we'll retweet it.
Oh, absolutely.
Right. So check it out.
Definitely sign. I'll put a link in the chat real quick. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I'll holler at y'all, next time.
All right, awesome. And Luca, my sister from another mister.
You guys can follow me on Twitter at the Ashen Luca if you want to, or you could check out my YouTube channel if you want to. If you have an issue with anything that was said tonight, I don't care. So keep it to yourselves. Okay, you guys have a nice night, and I will see you for another show.
And whenever you see All Day, tell him I said hi.
Yeah, listen, dude. He listen. When I say that ninja hasn't been on Skunkcast, I mean it, bro.
I know. I just invite him. I always tag his name because he's been one of the originals. He's always been down, And I know he's doing a lot of work. Got a new baby, he's doing his thing. He's busy. I know he's busy as hell, but I'm always gonna invite him because he's just. It'll feel wrong not to.
Yeah.
But shout out to All Day, man.
My man, All Day in like 6 podcasts and don't show up none of them.
Facts.
He's tagged on everyone and doesn't show up to any of them.
All I be seeing is like All Day a member, but I be showing up. I never see him.
Yeah, but he's doing that, man. I can't wait till he comes back to Cali. But anyway, hey, thanks for rocking out. This is your boy Puerto Rock 77, and you guys, check you out. See you next Tuesday, and then hopefully I might have a hot take sometime this week. No, I won't. Because I'm chilling up in LA for 4th of July. So no hot take this week. Anyway, y'all guys, be good. Hell yeah.
Peace.
And the stream is ended. Yeah.